you stand. With every signature she claims more land. Bolding corrupts like a cannon's boom. Jacob's bound to beat history's doom. Oh, go, go, go! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, good evening everybody, and welcome to my stream. I am your host, TankGirl90. I am the one, the only Lady of War. The game might be louder than me, I'm not entirely sure. Queen of different hair colors, hats, guns, plushies, vulgarity, you name it, I am it. And tonight we are starting something new. Something I'm very excited for. It is a game that recently came out called the Caribou Trail. A quick overview of the Caribou Trail is it tells the story of the Newfoundland Regiment who went to fight in World War I, whose first stop was Gallipoli. Then it was France after. The game will explain it, but in World War I and even in World War II, Newfoundland was actually not a part of Canada. It was actually still held by the British. Hearts of Iron actually represents this very well, actually. And so they were not really fighting on their own like Canada was per se. They were more or less answering king and country, though Canadians will say that we were answering king and country as well, at least in the First World War. In the Second World War, it was more like we went because we had to, we felt the need to. I've played a little bit of it, okay? I tried to hold on, but I couldn't. I played a little bit of it. It's pretty good. It's a narrative-driven. It's more focused on narrative and story than really combat, but I suspect there might be combat at some point. Anyway, we're going to start again for sure, obviously. There may be tears, there may not be, okay? If you're new to my channel, I have very easy heartstrings for someone who actually calls herself the Lady of War. But, there weren't too many so far. In fact, there weren't really any. But there was some heart tugging. There was some heart tugging. Now, as you guys know, if you're new, I'm sorry if I yawn while I'm reading stuff. I work a warehouse job before streaming. Anyway, just yawning, it's not because I'm bored or I don't find the game engaging. It's because sometimes when I read and I'm tired, I just yawn. Bam. Alright, now that's out of the way. I know that. Let's get this going, because I've actually been waiting. Actually, I only knew this game was out because the BBC did a, the CBC did a article on it.
Hey, old-timer, how come you never tell us ghost stories, Gus?
Enough ghosts in this war already.
You were at Gallipoli, weren't you? The arse went out of there, eh? The way no one wants to talk about it.
I heard you was a hero, though. Held off the Turks all by your lonesome.
That's one way to put it.
Harry Newby's supposed to know what we're in for if you old-timers won't tell us nothing.
I suppose you deserve to know who we was then. What we left behind. But memory plays tricks. Looking back, it's hard to tell what was real and what was just your own fear.
This sounds selfish of me, but I really wish the CBC, the CTV, and Radio Canada would actually do reports on this, like proper television anchor reports, not just the one CBC article I was able to find. I think Canadians deserve to know that this exists. I know I was damn proud to find out it was being made, and then I was even more proud to find out it came out.
You planning to serenade the Turks when we land?
Sorry, I whistle when I'm nervous. Anyway, I guess as Johnny Turk already knows we're on our way.
Are you pleased, Lanny? Is this all the romance and adventure you'd hoped for?
I've been in a boat in the dark before. And I didn't sign up for adventure. I signed up to do my bet.
You forget how to use an oar.
Sorry, sir. They never told us what Gallipoli looks like.
Rocky hills, rocky beaches, like home, but warmer, with less rain and more Turks. See them lights? That'll be the shore. Unless them's the jacky-lanterns.
Jacky-lanterns? Here?
Gordo.
See?
Gordo.
The Mediterranean's some infested. Boats follows their lights, hits their rocks, and down they goes. Ever since Roman times.
What? No!
Gordo. Gordo's having a time with you.
Ain't my fault that I so gullible.
I sees why they throwed you out of St. John's.
Throwed me nothing. I signed up right and proper, just like you guys.
They could be jacky-lanterns. How do we know they're not?
That's another thing. There are choices to the conversations. Jacky-lanterns don't exist. You might have a point.
You might have a point there, Vi. Sir, I think we might be overshooting. Should we maybe turn?
Do you think I can't read a compass? Just because I'm not a fisherman.
It's just, if we ignore the current, who knows where we end up?
You're right. Good man.
Yeah?
He's gone.
Good thing we didn't trust them jacky-lanterns.
Because the Australians... I'm going to spit out facts that I know about Gallipoli and World War One. In fact, I'm excited to get my hands on the new World War One game. For those who, again, don't know, I play the World War One series, which is Verdun, Tannenberg. Asanzo was the last one, so in the Italian theater, and now Gallipoli is coming out, which is exciting and pretty much goes hand in hand with this game. But the Australians were effectively in the wrong place. They landed on the wrong beach and stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see that that's being. I'm going to move myself up here. That's being made a kind of like a slight reference there, though it's also not foreshadowing so much as it's an accurate statement.
rocks right now.
Ordinary idiots can put lanterns in the wrong place. Idiots with brass bars on their shoulders.
Sorry, we kind of missed that. That's my bad. I babbled when I shouldn't have.
Starboard.
My sister's a nurse on one of them hospital boats nearby. I wonder if she's had to go to shore, too. Hey, maybe we'll see her.
I'm not too anxious to run into no nurses. Him as I'd have to have a couple of holes in me.
It looks as Troy must have looked in the Greeks. And their black ship sailed across the Aegean to bring back the fair Helen.
You figure Helen was still fair enough to launch 1,000 ships after 10 years of war? Or was she down to 10, 20 boats maybe?
I see why you do so well with the ladies, O'Leary. Your flattery.
No, sir. 'Tis me air of mystery and danger.
Who's Helen?
when we hit the beach. I want sound discipline, lads. No yelling. Abdul has got the beach zeroed. If he knows we're there, we'll get a bouquet of shrapnel.
How long are we on that beach, sir?
Till we know where we're supposed to go.
You mean, sir, we don't already know where we're supposed to go?
I will be given a map.
Ah, thank you, sir. That's very reassuring, sir. Sounds like a very good plan, sir.
The many-voiced sea. I Polifini Casa.
You suppose he went to university?
It was educated men started this whole dust up.
It's true. British destroyers and cruisers. Destroyers for the time being, but although that bigger one I think that we sailed by is a cruiser.
Home before the leaves fall, I said.
Yep.
Yeah, August of last year.
Yep. You'd all be home for Christmas. Bullshit lie that was. Haha! Crisis averted. Tears tried to come out and I said no.
Fish!
Ooh. Can I hug the destroyer?
You coming? Grab your backpack and let's go.
Yeah. Woo!
All set.
Okay, it's not a beach holiday. Let's move. Of course, we're the ones he picked to do the heavy lifting.
You're the one he picked, Gordo. We're just along for the ride.
Okay, right. I have to lead. My bad. Interesting. I didn't notice this when I first played.
Get that off. You'll get us all killed.
Whoops. Oh, okay. Guess that touching that was not a good idea.
You're joking, right? Agden's map is from a tourist brochure.
That explains why we're waiting on a beach and Johnny Turkin dropped shells on it, Will.
University boy. I thinks this might be the first time he's out in the land. Without his mother.
Should someone give him a poke in that?
Okay. The interactions are pretty great in this, actually. 304 caliber. 1,600 charges. Or cartridges, yo, sorry, I don't know where the hell I got the charges from, but... Probably because I saw the car, and that probably made my brain...
You brought your instruments.
We wasn't about to leave them in Scotland. How are we to play without our instruments?
We'll be serenading you boys and the Turks all down the rocky road to Constantinople.
I hopes the Turks likes to have a jig.
We disembarked half an hour ago. What are we waiting for?
It's definitely an atmosphere-rich game, so there's gonna be a lot of me poking and prodding and trying to take in the world.
Sir. All ready.
Men, line up behind me and stand at the ready.
I never been this far from St. John's.
I never dreamed I'd go this far from St. John's.
Although, when I look at the bay, with the ships and all, it almost kind of reminds me of St. John's in a way.
Yes, except instead of fish boats, it's destroyers and transport ships. Otherwise, it's just like home.
That's funny. I was listening to the waves and I could almost imagine being on the wharf back up.
That one was close.
Jesus!
Mary, mother of God!
We'll come
frustrating. This feller's gonna get us killed.
Oh, I should use my snoozes when it loads the next portion. Totally forgot about that. I've been saving them since yesterday.
You think he's gonna be okay?
Fish has got a hard head, lad. Don't you worry.
He's been out for hours.
Stop worrying. You're like an old woman. Now let him sleep. Probably the best night's sleep he's had since the boat.
What happened?
Alright, let me just use those snoozes here for a second. Ah, yes. And of course on Rumble I had to put just chatting because unfortunately the game is not a choice on Rumble right now. So, had to kind of cheat there. Alright. Blue putties. Iconic legwear, the first to ship out. Some boys wear these like medals of honor. I'm gonna try to get the boys like the way they say it, but that's new to me. I've never heard it like that before. Back in St. John's, there weren't enough khaki to make uniforms for all our boys. None of us even got hats, and we ended up making leg wraps from scraps of old broadcloth. Tommy's called us Bearheads and Blue Putties after that, but we knew who we really was. We was the first 500 soldiers to ship out of Newfoundland. First who had the nerve to sign. First who brought the fight straight to Abdul's shores. And even when Ogden finally got us proper army green putties, some fellers kept the blue ones to remind the entire world what fishermen's really made of. What fishermen are really made of, sorry. I like how in here you can rotate what you're looking at. It's actually pretty nice. That's actually a thing. Picture of Lon and Mary Grace. They are without a doubt siblings. Suppose this was taken a good while before the war. They both still got such bright eyes here. Just keep looking around the camp just in case. I've actually got a bag as well. So you've got stuff in your bag. Trench shovel for digging holes, lots and lots of them. Binoculars, help me know if Abdul's coming. So there's no journal entry for the trench shovel, but there is for the binoculars. Lots of lads out here never got a pair to call their own. Most are reserved for officers so they can watch our boys eat it from a mile away. During our training in Egypt, Ogden always used his pair to look out for enemies that, well, didn't exist yet. Gordo even says he saw the arse wearing them backwards one time. Mess tin for keeping boys fed around the campfire. Not quite a proper kitchen, but does the job for hardtack. For letters, notes, and not so precious memories. Yeah, this is where all your stuff will be collected. And then, of course, there's my Lee Enfield SMLE Mark III rifle. Tommies don't know how good they got it with these. Our last guns could barely handle 10 shots. Ogden says older models were nobler and more refined, but that might be why Gordo took so well to these cruder ones. Nicknamed Smellies by British troops, the Mark III was originally developed for long-range volley fire, but was revised over several iterations to create a weapon suited for close-range skirmishes. While these changes removed key features, they allowed manufacturers to prioritize affordable mass production. The Enfield Company only supplied 50,000 rifles in 14, yet shipped over 400,000 in 16 alone. Newfoundland troops originally used Canadian-made Ross rifles. I would love to get my hands on a Ross rifle. I would die to get my hands on a Ross rifle. Designed for precision sniping, which were prone to jamming and unable to withstand harsh environmental conditions. They were quickly abandoned in favor of the Enfields as they proved to be much better suited for trench warfare. So one of the things is the whole sustained volley fire, long-range volley fire, was because though rifles were the new thing at the time, the idea of being able to, in the case of most rifles, where you would see having my weapons on display would have been wise right now, but it's okay. I have to work on a new display very soon. Anyway, with most rifles, you would lift, pull back, push forward, and lower the bolt. Though many bolts were straight, the bolt itself was straight. It looks like the SMLE has it bent down. It seems like certain ones did and did not have this. It depended on the model and the year and so on. Most rifles, though, were still made for the idea of whole musket formations and like late to early Victorian formation and combat. For example, my long Austro-Hungarian Mannlicher rifle is super long and not very fitted for trench warfare because it was, again, meant to be over people's shoulders and stuff like this. Eventually, I also own one of the shortened ones, one of the ones that was given to specialist troops, which isn't a new concept. Shorter versions existed but were never issued to general infantry until later. Way later, in fact, World War II later, pretty much, or interwar years as well. This, though, looks like a standard variation or pattern. I never liked this one because it just looks so wonky with the way that the muzzle is like that. These ones I never liked. I found these ones to be hideous, but this was a standard. This was definitely a standard at this point. With that being said, Ogden's whole thing of nobler and more refined was indeed because the older first variants definitely looked something beautiful. They looked like they were Napoleonic. They deserved being in the Napoleonic era with the modern magazines, internal magazines, en-bloc clips. If it was Austro-Hungarian, it was en-bloc, as Ferdinand Mannlicher had actually been the one who created this, who came up with it, or were fed by their stripper clips and things like this. Either way, it's interesting when these rifles kind of blended and then also separated. Anywho, enough of that. Reserve camp, September 21st. Suvla Bay.
Fish, you're awake.
That's a matter of opinion, bye.
Boy, bye. Okay.
You were out for hours. I was getting worried.
Hours? Did I miss anything important?
Yeah, we set you up in a tent with us. We got lucky. 'Twas the only standing one left. Anyways, we should get you to the medic, just to make sure.
Corporal Byrne. Where's he to?
We can ask Ogden. He's over by the kitchen. I made you a little map of the camp. It's easy to get lost around here.
This is interesting. They're supposed to keep me from getting lost, but somehow I always find my way. Or the way. I always find a way, even. So, the way you navigate in this game is done by simply just the map, your compass, and then praying you know where you are. The Aegean Sea, the shelled beach, there's mail, there's what looks to be a lookout point up there, there looks to be what, next to storage, there's a place to dig. I think it's the latrines that haven't been dug yet. What's really cool is you can actually do things like this. You can, maybe not like here, but I know you can do it here. You can come, no, you can't do it there either, sorry. You can come to like the edge and like leap down or climb up on things, which I thought was actually a pretty nifty little, ooh. Nice. St. John, so if the guys become... I don't know why that's all blurry like that. That was not like that when I first played it. I must have done... Adjust the style of some background to help with visibility. I know I fudged with some of my stuff, and I don't know if that played a part in it. I know I upped my graphics prior to the stream. Initially everything was on medium, which was really weird, but it doesn't seem to be the reason. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I like my games being really, really high, but hello, there you go. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway. I have no clue why this could have occurred. I don't know if that's... Wait, one last thing. I don't know if that has anything to do with motion blur. No, it does not. And I don't know why I thought it would. So anyway, never mind. You can look through the trench periscope, and there's a nice photo of St. John's. In case the guys get, you know, lonely. I would love a trench periscope. I'd get up to like so much no good with it. There is a lot to listen to and find in the camps. In fact, I didn't look at everything when I played. Nice. That's either a light cruiser or that is a monitor of some sort. It's weird because it's too stubby to be a battleship. That's so weird. Those are obviously destroyers, but like... What in the... is that supposed to be?
We should tell Agden we're missing 10 posts.
Or we could rest here a bit, not inspire him to give us more work.
Or we can rest here a bit and not inspire him to give us more work. The mail.
What are you at?
This is it. You holding up okay, fish?
Could always be worse, I suppose.
Any mail for us? How you settling in?
How are you settling in?
Well, things are a bit chaotic for now. When I told Ogden the telegraph at the front line were cut, he acted like I snipped him personally.
That's how officers deals with problems. By yelling at you.
Any mail for us?
Any mail for us?
Mail for Lonnie, yes. Ooh, it's from a lady.
She's not a lady. I mean, she's my sister, Mary Grace.
The one that's a nurse over in Nimbros.
My oldest sister. Yeah.
You sure nothing else came in?
Sorry, fish. Still don't have anything for you.
Wasn't expecting one.
Might be better to expect nothing from back home. A lad thinks he's got a love letter from a sweetheart, but instead, she's writing she loves some lazy arse fellow who didn't volunteer.
You reading the letters you deliver?
Deliver? I got one.
A girl worth having would stay true.
Yeah, but I wish I had her all the same. Fish is smart. You don't expect nothing, you're seldom disappointed.
Yeah,
See ya, Charlie.
Take it easy, fish, but take it.
That shit happened in all the wars. Vietnam, World War II, World War One, multiple others, I'm fairly certain, like... By the way, we can sprint. Should I choose to, I can actually sprint. Shovels. Inventory list. An index of all the junk we brought to war. Whoever wrote it didn't finish the job. Equipment. B1 inventory review. Permanent station and campsite provisions. Inspection conducted by Private Cyril Hines, Newfoundland Regiment, under purview of Lieutenant Ogden Scrowcroft. Nice. Scowcroft. Jesus fuck. Newfoundland Regiment. Tent, shelter half, present and accounted for. Tent, shelter full, present and accounted for. Tent, standing, missing 20, destroyed in Suvla Bay shelling. Bed sacks missing exactly half. Report filed to HQ for resupply. Pillows missing exactly half. Report filed to HQ for resupply. Blankets woolen present accounted for. Towels woolen missing more than half. Resupply by HQ denied. Pouches first aid missing more than half. Destroyed in Suvla Bay shelling. Rest in peace, Corporal Byron. Tins, salt, missing more than half. Reported filed to HQ for resupply. Hardtack rations, no way I'm counting all those goddamn biscuits.
That looks like someone slacked off in the middle of inventory.
I hope the Turks are as disorganized as we are.
Government explosive. Nice. Cool. Let me guess, he's the guy that was writing this shit?
You think all it is are water?
Sadly, only someone could turn them into rum.
That's blasphemy, fish.
It was Mother Superior's joke back at the orphanage.
I think I smell rum, though.
By the Lord Jesus, it's a miracle.
Sorry. Oh my god, that was great. Lord Jesus, it's a miracle.
Hardtack biscuits for months.
I hopes we gets to eat something else now and again.
Huntley and Palmer's biscuits. Reading England. I actually really think that actually is that actually was a real company that did it. What is this now? This is I can't read it too well. Oh, petroleum spirit. Okay, yeah, gas, so to speak. How best to be a soldier. Army manual. A guide to proper soldiering. Strange that it don't mention nothing about digging trenches. It's true. Because at the time it wouldn't have. Not, especially if this is an old ass edition. Major J.F. Stinson. The virtues of a proper sentry. Focus. Do not daydream nor allow yourself to be distracted. Dedication. Never rest on duty. Your comrades depend on your vigilance. Holy shit. Fastidiousness. Constantly survey the enemy, taking notes of every detail, no matter how minor. Silence. Watch and listen without being heard or seen. Caution. Take no necessary risks. Never leave your post. Alertness. Sound the alarm as soon as enemies are sighted and not a second later.
These soldier manuals. Did you know we're supposed to keep our socks dry?
And did you see the chapter about keeping tidy? Sounds like me mother.
Do they think we're little children?
Although, me mother would have preferred I kept a bit further from no man's land.
See, I didn't do this on my playthrough, so I apologize if this is like taking really long. I didn't do this per se on my playthrough. I actually zipped through it a little too quickly.
Biscuits.
And
And
more biscuits.
more biscuits.
Hardtack, delicious, but easy to make, easy to keep, and so on and so forth. So, fortunately. See, now I'm like running.
Good to see you awake, fish. What are you at, by?
Hey Cliff, you seen Gordo around?
How could I not see him, man? Buddy's built like a two-story brick shithouse, and he's been driving Lieutenant nuts since Cairo. You can't miss it, man. Actually, this reminds me of the time he and I went fishing with Eli Fizzard. You remember Eli, right? Scrawny fella from Fairyland. Set of shoulders on him like a brook trout on Lent, me son.
I don't know what that is. Chat later, I think.
I'm not sure I know him.
Yes, ba. The only thing shorter than Eli was his temper. And Lord Thunder and Jesus, Gordo made him absolutely lose it out there, ba. I tell you, Fizzard starts calling O'Leary every name in the book. Said he was going to start folding Gordo's clothes with Gordo still in them. I dies just thinking about it, ba. And Gordo, you know, he tells Fizzard he ain't going to fold squat if he can't even haul in a net of cod by himself, right? So Eli's even angrier. Starts reeling in every line we put out all by himself just to prove a point. By now he's doing the work of three boys all by his lonesome while Gordo and I are taking a smoke break, boys. Easiest mission trip in me freaking life.
That sounds like Gordon. You two must have been in trouble. We really have to go. This definitely sounds like Gordon.
That's Gordo for you. He talks himself out of trouble even faster than he talks himself into it.
Well, you'd think so, but that wasn't the end of it. You see...
Did you forget I asked a question, by?
Oh, right. Last I checked, Gordo was at the business end of a shovel by a mountain of dirt. Right up there, see?
Great. See you later, bye.
I actually had some friends. I have some warehouse.
Murphy.
Jeez.
Cliff does that.
I have some friends in real life that are like that who go on and on.
If it isn't a lad who took a shell to the face.
Taking a break, are we?
You're one to talk. Waking up from a 5-hour nap. How's your head?
Did someone hit me on the back of the head with a shovel recently?
You should see the medic.
Well, if you feel like exercising a bit, there's a shovel right there. Wouldn't mind a bit of help with the Lieutenant's latest project.
Latrines. Yeah, so the ships are taking sporadic fire from the Turks as well, which they were.
Bit of hard work will fix me right up.
Oh, there we go. I like how everything is context based. Like there's literally
Fish, are you sure you're feeling up for
keys for everything.
Take his place, Lon, bye.
I suppose he looks well enough.
Lon.
Exactly are we digging?
Tis a hole we're all gonna do our part filling. A little after each meal.
Go on, bye. Where's your sense of poetry? We're making the world safe for democracy, didn't you hear?
A short while later. Like I was supposed to check out with a medic. Which I probably should have done first, but whatever. Or we'll check with Ogden first.
Fish, you put a proper dent to the Ottoman Empire.
I'm doing my part.
The whole camp will appreciate you every time they poop in them holes you dug.
Socking it, would ya?
There you go, I got a Steam achievement for that. I really need to stop talking during the character conversations, yeah. I know the subtitles are there, this is exactly why I do subtitles with my games, but... Alright, we can run this a little bit while we explore other portions of the camp. So we did that. I know where we are, we're pretty much by storage. We went to mail, so we're gonna go on down.
I'm telling you, I heard an Aussie voice in the night. Probably a drunk Anzac who lost his way. No, he said, you're in my old bed, mate. But you can have my grave instead.
Oh, come on. Our tent's not really haunted. We just told you that for a joke.
Then maybe you summoned his ghost, because I heard him plain as a bell.
You were sure he was Australian?
You sure he was Australian? Oh yeah, I missed those guys over there. Okay, wait. Like I said, there's a lot to take in, which I admire. I admire the amount of detail that's gone into this. This is why we're actually doing this on Thursday as well. Hopefully, not Thursday. Sorry, because Thursday I'm probably not streaming because I'm doing overtime. Hopefully on Friday, but on Saturday after Cyberpunk, we're gonna continue with this. Boys call this thing a housewife. Shame it can't do the cooking too. Sewing kit. Nothing quite so humbling as watching lads who were trained to kill realize they can't patch a shirt. Nicknamed housewives by World War I soldiers, military sewing kits allowed troops to perform uniform repairs on the field. But despite their waterproofed threads and needles, army equipment at the time remained ill-suited to trench warfare. Thankfully, the wife of Newfoundland's Governor Margaret Davidson created the Women's Patriotic Association, a volunteer group of over 15,000 wives, widows, and unmarried girls hoping to support local men sent abroad. Together, they provided troops canned foods and hand-knit clothes, most notably gray wool socks, renowned for their warmth and durability. Yes, and now everybody understands why even in the hot summers I wear wool socks with my work boots, because wool socks are your friend when your feet are being destroyed day in, day out. A lot of people ask me, well, if you get blisters, why are you wearing wool socks? Because all other socks make the blisters 10 times worse for me. The wool socks, in fact I have none right now, protect my feet from the rubbing of the boots and from the walking I do all day. So, anyway, they prove so popular, so other Commonwealth soldiers would attempt to buy them off Newfoundlanders with alcohol or cigarettes. Nice.
Having trouble with sharp objects, are you?
Can I help? My sister Mary Grace taught me to sew.
Back home, me mother did the sewing. Serves me right for ripping me uniform, I guess.
I believe we already looked at these guys. They didn't say anything at the time. There's this gentleman. No, well, no. There's this gentleman I can talk to over here.
Cyril, what are you at?
This is it. Hey, my ID disc fell off when I was moving crates. If I get killed now, they won't know it's my buddy. Me mother won't even know I'm dead.
They make a new one for you.
And tell Agden. I'd never hear the end of it.
So we're gonna look for his.
Have you found my ID disc? Please say you have.
Okay, so he was moving crates, and Cyril, I believe, is actually the guy that was up at the supply depot. So, or supply, not depot. It's not a fucking depot, but we're gonna see if we can find his ID disc now. It's probably not 100% over here, but I'm sure it's somewhere, though. Damn, he must have... mind you, they don't look that great, but to have torn that off while he was moving crates, he must have had the crate first off up against at least over here. And he must have had the box pulled down? The crate pulled down on his chest? That's interesting. I only say it like that because, like, yes, these aren't dog tags. They are, but everybody did them differently. But the point is that's fascinating that he lost it. Okay, well, we'll look around. There's a lot to explore still, so we still have quite a bit to explore. So that's why I'm having us run around now, because we're not even at like the first like mission, if you want to call it that. We're in the the in-betweens. I think we found it. Oh no, we didn't. It's a crawl space? Well, it's a crawl space in between Okay. Oh, there it is! Lost identity disc. It's interesting they're discs. I didn't know that that's what the British issued. Because in my world, it's always dog tags. The Germans, I don't know if the Germans did it in World War I, but I know in World War II it was a disc that actually had holes in the center. Okay, like several holes that would be held together. So like, for example, you'd have one oval hole or whatnot, whatever you want to call it, and then another. And when somebody died, you'd snap off the bottom part and take that. And that's how the Germans would identify their dead in World War II. I don't know if it stayed that way from World War I or if it was something different. Private Cyril Hines, Newfoundland Regiment. Bet Buddy's gonna want this back. Yeah. Everyone needs to know... everything one needs to know is on these things. Where we belong, who knit us, even what kind of church we go to. Recruiter was none too thrilled when Gordo answered none to that. First time I see Buddy yelled at for telling the truth. Originally, most World War I Commonwealth troops were only assigned one identity disc at a time, with some regiments never being issued any tags whatsoever. Okay, this practice quickly proved problematic, as ID discs could easily get lost, damaged, or destroyed in combat, if not simply removed by accident, case in point. Furthermore, it wasn't uncommon for soldiers to take discs from dead bodies to inform death registries, only to then find themselves incapable of identifying the correct corpse in time for the burials. As a result, soldiers were soon assigned 2 discs each, with one meant for body identification, the other meant for posthumous procedures. Sorry, I'm sure I still fucked that word, but whatever. Like obituary notices, funeral processions, or contacting next of kin. So, 2067, H. Wilson. RC, RC, which is, and then WOR, and WOR and R. Interesting. I wonder what a lot of this means. One of these is supposed to be his regiment. There's a later portion. I'm not going to ruin it. There's a later portion where you'll discover more of this. That probably already just ruined it enough, but anyway.
Moving boxes, eh? Looks like someone took a nice little break over here.
Moving boxes, my ass. Geek me, coming through. Okay, let's go give this to Cyril so we can rub it in his face. Be like, what the fudge, bro?
Have you found my ID disc?
I did.
Oh, thank you. I don't have much to repay you with, but me mother sent me this stock cube.
Ooh, a stock cube for adding extra flavor to our measly suppers. Ooh, portable broth that stays fresh for weeks. Whoever invented these is deadly clever. Agreed. Stock cubes were first invented in the 1800s, but only exploded in popularity at the advent of World War I due to their particularly as nourishing battlefront rations. I feel like that wasn't written right, but whatever. It's okay. Not only did most militaries eventually make these foodstuffs standard issue, but manufacturers even ran successful propaganda ads encouraging civilians to mail loved ones even more bouillon cubes for comfort. Most notable of these companies was OXO, which expedited over 100 million hand-wrapped cubes throughout the conflict and even became an official supplier for England during World War II. Funny enough, OXO bouillon is actually something my family and I still buy. Actually, we buy, not still buy, we buy. That hits hard in the history. I love when I can compare stuff for real.
Thanks. That's actually really nice. See that, Lon?
Maybe our dinner will taste like something for once.
Okay, next, moving on. There's the Fighting Caribou. Newfoundland Regiment emblem. Our battalion's homemade mascot, the Fighting Caribou. Ogden planned to put the Dominion flag in the middle of camp instead, but Turks shelled it to shreds. All that red must have had Abdul drove as a breeding bull. At the outbreak of World War I, Newfoundland wasn't part of Canada, but a British Dominion that fought alongside English soldiers as part of the Commonwealth Collective. Yet, the province had no official army. It's true. Only citizen militias and volunteer cadets from the Church Lads Brigade. A youth service meant to teach men discipline. Thus, most recruits were untrained fishermen, which is very true, whose communities recently suffered a series of devastating fires and boating disasters. Yet thanks to surging patriotism and assurances that the war would last a year at most. Again, remember at the beginning of the stream when I said, yeah, lies, it would be over by Christmas, which is exactly what they told the guys. All sides did. The Germans told their men that, the Austro-Hungarians told their men that, the Russians told their men that, the British, Canadians, French told their men that. Like, everybody lied to their men, saying, yeah, it's not gonna last long. It's not gonna last long. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Would last at most a year at most. Hundreds enlisted in the first week alone, and over 12,000 joined by 1918. These soldiers were infamous for being free-spirited, a bit hard to tame, but incredibly hard-working and of the highest standards. So those numbers don't sound like a lot because Newfoundland didn't have a lot of people. In fact, Canada as a whole didn't have a lot of people. Still don't, in comparison to our American cousins, if you will, to the south. We're still a tiny country. And at that time, we were a very tiny country still. And so many of our men went, be it Newfoundlanders or Canadians, all, like, it wasn't, those numbers don't seem like a lot because they aren't on paper, but if you count the amount of people living within these places, like in Newfoundland alone, like that's a lot of people. That's a lot of men, sorry, to have gone. That's a lot. Mark 5 and medium Mark A Hotchkiss ammunition box. Cool. I don't want to go this way just yet. This is where we're supposed to be going, but Father John's medicines? Keeping cool place. I think it says medicines. I just want to go down quickly. Over here. I don't know if I can like leap down. No, I don't think fish is gonna leap down. That's fine. Just go see what's over here quickly. We're almost done this and then
An Australian hat in a dugout.
Some mate must have left it behind when they went over the top. I heard the artillery stopped firing 5 minutes too soon.
Your lions led by donkeys by.
we're lions led by donkeys. This is accurate. By what I know, this is accurate. See, that makes me wonder if the Newfoundland Regiment will be something I can customize my characters in Gallipoli with then. Because I'm not going to go into it now, but Gallipoli is introducing far more customization options than Isanzo had. Isanzo introduced customization, which was lovely because it was the first of the World War I series games to do it. But Gallipoli is introducing it even more. Like it's even more in depth. And I'm excited for it. I actually am. I haven't been following Gallipoli. In fact, I had access to its beta, but I didn't try it. I've had access to the beta for a couple of weeks, or at least a couple of weeks ago I had access to it. Point is I didn't have the time to do it. I didn't have the time to enjoy it or try it. Oh, we could have gone down that way. But I'm excited. I've been keeping my nose away from the news so that when I play the game, it's all exciting to me. Cross. Okay, we can go talk to Ogden now. We can actually move on. We've seen everything there is to see now. We've done everything there is to do. Well, almost. Actually, I take that back.
Why don't we have cables? In the next supply boat, man. Send for me immediately. Yes, sir.
Field kitchen. Field ration. Okay.
Sir?
Yes?
Where's our medic to?
Corporal Byrne got hit by a shell when we landed.
So, no more medic for us?
I put in a request.
But I just thought someone should have a look at fish now he's awake.
I can do that. Are you bleeding anywhere?
No.
Anything broken?
Well, my head hurts something fierce.
Congratulations, Harding. You're good to go.
Thank you, sir.
I guess that's all we get for now. Is it dinner time yet? I wouldn't mind getting back to our tent to get a fire going. But if you wants to explore a bit first, I'll tag along.
Yeah, we've already done that. Right, we've done all the exploring. Like, there's not much. There's no more in the. Oh, there is. Actually, there's one place we didn't go. First off, I didn't talk to these guys, so actually, I freaking lied. Pardon me. Sorry.
What are you at, boys?
This is it. Fish, you survived.
Still waiting on that serenade.
Still waiting on that serenade. Why aren't your instruments unpacked already?
The Turks bombed them. I'd have understood if it was bagpipes, maybe. But fiddles. No appreciation for music, them Turks.
I'd have loved to hear some songs from home.
We can make new instruments.
Can you play the ugly stick? Oh, it needs a couple of broomsticks and loud things to strap to it.
My father used to play the ugly stick. He couldn't afford a fiddle with all us kids to feed.
Me father played the ugly stick too.
Oh, now you've done it. You gave him an idea.
Chin up. See you later.
Chin up. See you later.
Chin up. See you later.
Okay, that's all. That's because I saw like I can talk to him again, but. All right. Let's just go see what's up here because I didn't realize that this was up here, and then we'll actually move on. So cool. It's taken us.
Hospital boat. Maybe my sister's there. She won't say it, but I'm sure she's volunteered to keep an eye on me.
I was gonna say, it's almost an hour, which we've been at this, but nice, a hospital ship. Very nice. Not so nice. Yeah, that's gotta be a monitor. They have to be monitors. There's no way those are actual battleships. They can't be. They can't be. Those are monitors. I was right. My first instinct was correct. Because only monitors were built with like one battleship gun, and they looked like that. They looked like toy boats that kids would put in a bathtub, like something I would have as a kid in the bath. Like that's definitely a monitor. So I was right. Because I was like, bro, those are wonky to shit, but no, those are monitors, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now comes one of the other portions of the game.
You ready to cook fish?
I'm not gonna use the stock. I'm gonna hold on to the stock and see if I can use it next time.
Well, it's like I guessed. The lieutenant is lovely on the parade ground, but get him where the enemy can shoot his boys, and he's completely lost.
Well, keep going off at him. He'll have you digging the trains for the rest of the war. With your mitts.
Alright.
Fire's ready.
So, what's in the pot for supper tonight, fish?
So, this is one of the key portions of...
Some hardtack, I'm afraid.
So we have the bullion right at the bottom, but we're not going to use that. We're going to hold on to that.
I'm gonna soften them up. Make them, edible.
Mm-hmm. How long is that gonna take?
If you keep them moving, they'll soak up faster.
Hardtack is definitely hard.
Can't you hurry this along?
I could try mashing them.
I don't know why I find this so entertaining. My Jesus, though.
To the bottom. Must be soaked through.
Make sure to turn it to mush, eh?
Yeah, I'd love to return home with all my teeth.
Break sunken hardtacks. Yes. Trying.
We got anything to flavor this so-called bread?
It's not your mother's kitchen, bud.
You see, I don't want to use that, like I said. Not yet. I want to see if it holds on to it for later.
We've got our salt ration.
Luxury such that only a king could dream of it.
For those blossom cold oh yeah, they're singing a sea shanty.
So that's where this is from. Knew I recognized it.
Yeah, although their rendition is some arse. It's starting to hit me now.
What?
How far from home we are.
Only noticed that now, did you?
On the boat. Feel like we just got out in the dory. But here.
We'll just cook up some fish and brews. You'll feel right at home.
cod. It's still fish and brews without fish.
Scrungeon's intact would be alright, I suppose.
If only we had scrunchions.
I'm not sure you boys understand how a recipe works. I love the army. Why won't it love me back?
Just keep beating the shit out of all of this.
He didn't like his supper either.
Can't say that I blame him.
Some boys are still stomach sick from the boat.
Mainlanders. Wouldn't have lasted an hour on my old boat.
What's the worst sea you've been in?
Well, one storm. The waves rocked our boat like a seesaw, tossing us all around. I even started saying a prayer, you know, just in case.
You a prayer?
You praying? What's next?
Hey, you weren't there, were you? And then I saw it.
What?
The ghost ship.
You seen the ghost ship?
Yep.
With your own eyes? Not just met a fella who said he saw it.
First, I see a mast bobbing behind a wave. Then a ship appears on a crest. Its crew are rowing furiously, and I locks eyes with one of its men. I'd never seen a man so pale. I knew right then he was a ghost. And then he was gone. And I turns, and there he is, right behind me. And he says,
What did he say? You never saw the ghost ship.
"Gotcha." So, Fish, what'd you think of the story?
You're so immature. Your gifted storyteller wasn't listening.
You've a gift with words, Gordo. One day you're gonna talk yourself into something you can't talk yourself out of. How about you lay off the kid for a bit, Gordo?
It's okay. I knows he loves me.
I know.
Anyways, enough tall tales. I'm starving.
Should be ready anytime soon.
Well,
Good, it did keep it. I still see it there. Good.
that wasn't so bad at all.
I'll convey your thanks to the chef.
Almost like home.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
See, when I first did it, I didn't mash up all the hardtack properly. So when my character went to go and eat it, he was like, "Ugh." And Gordo was like, not the greatest.
Settled into a routine like weeks of trying to stay clean, living with rats and flies, wondering when the Turks would come. Or if we'd go to them. Or what? Well, when you got nothing to do, it's an officer's job to come up with something. And Gordo, well, he had a gift for talking himself into trouble. And us, too.
September 30th, 1915.
About
Section
300
B.
yards. Then swing right. When you've reckoned up to section C, make for our lines again.
And if the Turks had snuck up closer than 300 yards, sir?
They're not experienced soldiers, Private O'Leary. They're Anatolian peasants.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And may I say, sir, thank you for this opportunity to serve my king and country.
Don't tell me. We's all getting medals on account we digs the prettiest holes.
Lieutenant would like us to take into sights. The Turkish hills are particularly lovely at night, he says.
Wants us dead, does he?
We're to do a little reconnaissance in no man's land. Full sweep up to Section C. The regiment's being moved to the front to join a big push, and Ogden wants us to map out his section. We're also to check out an airplane that came down hard, if we comes upon it. Here, you can read a map, can't you? We can start by going along the side of that hill up north. Keep us out of sight a ways.
What's the map say?
Turks is east?
Yep. Alright. So as usual, I will explore what... Actually, we'll run this.
I've got us this recon mission. isn't it?
Thought you'd all appreciate a chance to stretch your legs.
You could apologize.
Not sure Gordo knows what that word means.
I was married at that. Don't know the apologizing I care to do in this century.
Lonnie, would you rather go over the top or sit in a trench worrying about it?
I suppose.
John Street, or rather St. John's, but front lines. Section C, which gets blocked off. Kirech Tepe, front lines. Think I pronounced that okay-ish. Yeah, that's blocked off, that's fine.
Did you hear the airplane this afternoon? Yeah, I was trying to sleep. You could hear the propeller and a bunch of machine guns. And the propeller noise stopped and... Oh, yeah. You think it crashed?
I'm not going outside. I can't. Calm yourself. We ain't going nowhere. Not tonight, anyhow. Let's hope Ogden's forgotten about us.
I know where we are, like, I actually know where we are. Anyway, we're just going in a circle right now because I just want to make sure I got everything and everyone. Yeah, we're back here with the guy with the hat because I was fixated on his hat.
Hey, Fish. Is it true?
You're going over the top.
Lucky us. Exciting, isn't it?
Guess we're in it for real now, aren't we?
I'm just glad someone with a brain is getting us intel. Good luck. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Stefan.
Look, that's where we goes. Under the top. Do our bit for king and country. Sorry, your majesty.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
The hanging man. That's an omen of death, ain't it?
We signed up for an adventure, didn't we?
I didn't. I just want to do my bit. And I will.
King's portrait. God save our asses. We might be the ones in need of saving. I still don't get why so many St. John boys proudly went to war for the British motherland. I suppose those posters must be effective after all. After his coronation in 1910, King George V was expected to lead the British Empire through major infighting at Parliament and threats of revolutionary war in Ireland. Yet both concerns were put on hold when war was declared against Germany following hostilities against France and a refusal to withdraw troops from Belgium. This decision was motivated by a desire for Britain to retain political power throughout Europe, but proved difficult for George V to make, due to his blood ties with the German Kaiser Wilhelm II. His diary describes the declaration as a terrible catastrophe, but it is not our fault. Please to God, it may soon be over. Yeah. Actually... yeah, and I think also, if I'm not mistaken, Tsar Nicholas II was also associated with them too. He was also a cousin, I believe. In fact, they were all cousins. Wilhelm II, George V, and Tsar Nicholas were all cousins. And it was cousins who fought each other, and it's like... it's interesting, to say the least. I forgot to see something for a second. I don't think we have the bullion anymore, but whatever. We'll see. Anyway, we probably don't carry our food with us, so...
You're making me nervous with that whistling.
Sorry.
Sorry, have it.
You know, King Eddie upside down don't mean someone's gonna die.
That was King George, you stunned horse.
That was.
Wasn't nothing.
I love that one, King Eddie. It's true. That's not Edward. It's freaking. It was George.
Nice.
What do you have?
This is it.
Oh, tis beautiful.
Oddly, tis.
That's our flying machine over there, isn't it?
I wouldn't say she's flying.
Can a man survive a crash like that?
Guessing you guys are heading in. We should check on him. You can grab my cutters over there. They'll get you through barbed wire if it's not too tangled.
It does what it says on the tin. It might even be sharp enough to cut through the tin. Barbed wire was often used as a defensive countermeasure in World War I, mainly for building traps to protect potential infiltration routes. Meant to maim or entangle enemy forces, these installations weren't just effective but unlikely to be damaged by gunfire and quick to replace after shelling. To conduct these repairs and dismantle enemy countermeasures, armies would deploy wiring parties at night, also called sappers, which was one of the deadliest assignments possible at the time. To fulfill their duties, covert groups would need to venture into hostile territory where the faintest noise could result in massacre.
I can cover you till about halfway through our section. After that,
We'll send a postcard.
So one thing I never did on my playthrough was I didn't go this way and see what this led to. Aside from a dead body.
Sorry, bye.
Okay.
Found a dead Tommy back there.
He must feel so lonely. Don't they bury him?
Oh, he was a dead Tommy? Okay. Beware active sniper.
Careful, we're some close to Abdul's lines. Keep your head down and move slowly, and no whistling.
I won't.
To be fair, I never explored to see whether you can get close or not. I suspect it's
It's the Turk lines you're too by.
Whoops. Never mind. Go that way.
We should be less exposed here. Them rocks make for good cover.
You couldn't pay me enough to go with one of them things.
I could dare you, though.
You can pay me enough to go on one of those things. I can dare you, though.
Aren't those hanged up all neat and tidy? Empty. I don't suppose these things fly themselves now.
So Tommy's still alive. Was.
Poor Bide. I hope still.
But keep an eye out for him.
I just want to do more of an exploration around it because I didn't do that with my playthrough either. My playthrough was pretty direct. Even though I didn't mean for it to be direct. But, you know, I was just trying out the game quickly. Oops, sorry.
I'm thinking he left through here.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you British arse. He went straight for the turtle lines. Well, surely he's dead by now.
We don't know that. Maybe he's hurt somewhere.
Maybe.
I was afraid you'd do that. Alright. Off we goes to save Tommy.
I assume you can or cannot. Like, you can choose to...
We'll know if we go back.
If we keep our mouths shut, they won't know nothing.
I don't know, Wise.
I assume you can choose to not go after the pilot. Getting one of me headaches. Although, to be fair, it's also because the sailor cap is probably being squeezed against my head because of my headphones. So actually, that probably has nothing to do with that, really. It has nothing to do with it being an actual headache, but...
Hey, you think that's the pilot from the plane? He's gone. Rifle shot. From the looks of it.
Then we was already too late before we even spotted a wreck.
At least we knows we done what we had to.
Sure, Lonnie. We did our bit.
Here, hang on. Let me grab... Okay, guys, dog tags. Thomas William Higgins, British Royal Flying Corps. Rest in peace, boy.
Thomas William Higgins.
No! A Tommy with the name Tommy!
Poor Tommy never got to eat this. Here's hoping there's some waiting for him up in heaven. Active service chocolate. Suitable for eating or probably melting is probably what it would have said. Or drinking. Yeah, it says it actually right there. Drinking. Yeah. You can also melt this and drink it. Manufactured by A.J. Carley and Sons, probably, or something along that line. Produced especially for our troops. This is probably a real chocolate, if I had to actually guess. I've never seen our boys more rory-eyed than when Ogden said chocolate rations were cut. Our rations, mind, not his. Chocolate was a staple food source for World War I soldiers, not just due to its benefits on morale, but for providing sugar, caffeine, and plenty of energy on the go. That said, military chocolates were much less appealing than their gourmet counterparts, as they need to be heat resistant and unappealing enough for soldiers not to eat them prematurely. Nevertheless, these portable rations are what inspired modern-day chocolate bars, which saw a massive boom in popularity during Prohibition. This is fucking true, actually.
Oh, chocolate!
You're a damn ghoul, Gordo.
What? He's not gonna finish it. Won't you feel stupid if it's the last chocolate you never ate?
Those guys climbing down from that hill.
They be looking down at our whole line, aren't they?
And our boys can't see him. They won't know Abdul's up there.
Till he starts pot-shutting in.
I bet he got Thomas William Higgins from up there, too.
I suppose 'twas worth tracking him down after all. Won't the lieutenant be shocked when we comes back with something he didn't already know?
It is kind of a shame. I know we're on a recon mission, so we're not supposed to, but it's kind of a shame that we couldn't somewhat engage them ourselves. What I like is you can kind of crouch run, which is nice.
This trench line ours.
Oh, I'm thinking it was supposed to be.
That's where the plane's at. I don't think there's anything here. That I know of. No, this is the trench line we were just about to look into, so that's okay.
That looks about ready to collapse.
Sir, 'tis all destroyed here too. End of report.
Fucking Gordon.
I hope the Navy doesn't take it into their heads to start shelling us.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph. I stepped on something. Someone, he's a Turk.
Ah, perfect. A local. Let's ask him directions.
Yeah, that's Turk. He won't bite you.
It's all right, bye. He won't bite you, nor haunt you.
He gasped, like...
Ah, the dead ones does that. It's the gases from the putrefaction.
Are you okay?
Are you okay, Lonnie? We still got a ways to go.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I can do this.
But he's not going to be the last dead man we're going to meet in no man's land.
Can you make it back on your own?
If we send him back, they'll shoot him.
Oh, what's that sticking out?
This?
Well, if that don't beat all, this here is surely important documents. Valuable intelligence. I recognize it.
I can't even read it.
He was probably on a recce like us. We better get back to the lieutenant. Immediately, if not sooner. Fish and I will complete the recce. You take that right back to our lines.
Sure.
It's wicked urgent, Lonnie.
I won't fail you.
That's it, bye. Now go on, and don't you spare the horses.
I'll just catch my breath a few seconds. I'll be fine, Fish. You guys go on.
How did you know that was valuable intelligence? You can't read Turkish.
Not a lick of it. But how did I know it wasn't?
Very intelligent of Gordo. I didn't want to say anything, but even when I played this through my own playthrough, or like when I tested out the first like couple of missions, I knew what he had done. It's right there, and like it's kind of obvious.
Try not to wake the neighborhood, will you, bye? Take cover!
Flare.
You good?
I don't know. Me leg.
Come on, bye. Let's cut through here and get the hell back.
Wait.
Sorry.
Gordo! Gordo, where are you to?
I actually like that. I need to start remembering to use that instead of where you at, where are you to. And I think I was able to go this way, I'm not entirely sure. I think the game is louder than I am. Not 1000% sure. You guys noticed something very ominous about the eyes though, all of a sudden. That. I forgot to mention the game's a little bit of a horror as well. Just a little bit though. Well, so far that I've seen it's a little bit. Even that's not really horror, but
Fish. You wish me by?
Them dead boys back there. One of them looked right at me.
Them fellers? Is long past looking at anyone, I guarantees you.
They was too. Looking.
No, Fish. They was not. Calm down.
sorry, must have been my. This is what happens with unburied men. This is what happens with unburied men. Last time I said sorry, must be my nerves. This time I'm gonna say this is what happens with unburied men.
You know what happens when you don't bury a man the proper way.
Don't you go soft-headed on me now, bye. It's enough with Lonnie and his jack-o'-lanterns. Jumping Jesus, that was close. Run!
Wait, my gear's got. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's got its identification disc and. That's the lost identity disc. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something else I could look at. Oh, never mind. Sorry. No yawning. Bad girl. Our guy has the worst fucking luck. You know that? Like.
What the hell are you happy about?
I'd never come that close to dying.
The next morning.
It wasn't until we got back to our lines that we realized how nervous we'd been all this time waiting in the camp for a fight. Now them tents looked mighty cozy to us.
So, how was the end of the recce? I heard from Gordo you didn't find much else, except a lot of dead on our side.
We got shelled pretty good too. I never thought I'd be so happy to jump into a hole in the ground.
I was so worried.
Ah, you worried about us? Those whiz-bangs weren't even close.
That's not exactly what you said.
Ogden wants to see you. Guess he doesn't trust what comes out of me mouth.
Does anyone?
He's in a dugout in the support trenches. You can go down that mountain path over by the storage.
Yes, sir.
Tell him Gordo says hi.
When we was out there, you didn't really need me to bring nothing back to our lines, did you?
Are you kidding? We absolutely did. It was very important what you did.
You was looking out for me.
Ah, well, I figured we didn't all of us need to get killed. Come on. I'd better go see him.
I'll come with.
Fish, Lonnie, take your share of cod.
Oh yeah, the cod, yeah. Puts the fish in brews. Happy Adventure. Choice boneless salt codfish packed by LL Quinlan. St. John's. Product in Newfoundland. 1 pound net. Used to hate the thought of growing up to be a fisher like everyone else, but after spending months getting shot at on the wrong side of the Atlantic, catching cod suddenly don't seem so bad a life. Fishing was integral to life in Newfoundland since pre-colonial times, and no catch was more abundant than Atlantic cod, a shallow-dwelling saltwater fish renowned for its rich, flaky meat. British settlers in 1492 described them as being so thick by the shore that we hardly have been able to row a boat through them. The Newfoundland fishing industry drew in over 800,000 tons of cod in 1968 alone, but this trend of overfishing caused spawning rates to decline by 99% during the 1990s. Local fishing industries collapsed overnight, and conservationists now list Atlantic cod as a vulnerable species. This is actually, unfortunately, very true. We overdid it bad, and now it's exactly as it writes. It's use my snooze there. It's pretty much like the cod are at risk. Sorry, just checking on some stuff quickly. Alright. Sorry about that, love bugs. Alright. I'm having fucking fun with this. Like, excuse my language, but I've missed playing games where I could learn, read, and share. Though, in fairness, it's... I've been considering putting my old schedule back, but I know I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm willing to give 1 week a try. I'm willing to try my old schedule once and see how that harms me. I'm sure it's going to hurt me. It's going to kick pretty bad, I'm sure. Personal message from the CNC. Can't read it, but it's okay.
One more ship's biscuit and I'm going to throw up.
Haven't you heard? A shipment of salt cod came in just before the road got blown off.
Wait, really? Hey, Fisher, hear that?
Oh, Cyril. Hi,
That's
sir.
deadly news. Might finally have some good supper.
It's some strange, eh, bye? Here we are by the sea, and folks are sending us salted fish from halfway around the world.
Turkish fish probably ain't right for fishing brews anyway.
Oh,
Maybe
Bruce.
that's why Johnny Turk's shelling the beach so hard.
He don't want us to get our salt cod shipment.
He's heard tale of our fine dining, and he's some envious.
By the way, do I still have the... I don't still have... Okay, so noted for the future, we have to put the bullion at the beginning. Noted. An overwritten note detailing the lieutenant's whereabouts. Note from Ogden. To those with scheduled reports or urgent military concerns, take heed that I have relocated my quarters to the newest dugout for our support trench in order to coordinate frontline initiatives. It is located by the hillside shooting range just past the new latrines. Those insubordinate drunkard persist in calling a palace. Furthermore, be advised that the support trench are heavily exposed and sit much closer to Turkish lines. Rabble rousing could result in massacre, and I would loathe to this idiocy as a cause of death in our obituaries. Excessive extreme caution and extreme decorum, as proper soldiers always should be. Discipline and dignity will turn the tides, gentlemen. Lose not faith and lose not courage. We shall be remembered. Regards, Ogden Skullcroft. Machine gun manual. Ah, sucks I can't pick that up. Recreation tent, kitchen tent. Wow, I didn't even know there was a recreation tent. Wow, I didn't even fucking see that last time. See what happens when you just run through? Let's see what this is looking like right now. If it's hospital ships again or not.
Hey, guys. Don't mind me. Just taking in the view one last time before my company's moved to the front.
Intriguing. The hell's the matter with you?
Make it stop. Make it stop.
I got you. It's okay.
You okay, dearie? Oh, the shelling. Yeah, okay, yeah. Never mind. Machine gun manual in red rather than yellow like the last one. Ooh. Wild Woodbine cigarettes. WD in Howells, Bristol and London. Patience playing cards, Sports Junior Series. Did these guys actually make instruments like they said they, or did they make people? The Fish in Brews Fund is pleased to offer you St. John's cod. Thanks to your family's contribution, we're bringing homely meals to you. Take your share of cod from the kitchen and enjoy. Bringing a taste of home halfway across the globe. God bless the fund. Fish and Brews Fund poster. Ah, fuck, that's not what I wanted. Fish and Brews is one of Newfoundland's most iconic recipes. It begins with dry bread or hardtack, boiled in broth, then broken into little pieces. Now I understand why there was the broth, but okay, get it. The resulting slurry is mixed with chunks of salt cod and topped with scrunchions, bits of crispy pork rind. Oh wait, this actually sounds really fucking good. I'm not a huge fan of fish, but holy shit. The residual fat is then drizzled on, giving the meal a distinctly rich, savory flavor. While modern iterations often include lemon juice, onions, or potatoes, Fish and Brews originated as a way for sailors to enjoy hearty food while only using ingredients that wouldn't expire on fishing voyages. As a result, the meal remains popular and rather accessible to local troops in World War I. That's fucking amazing. And yes, if you're new to my stream, I swear a lot. In fact, I'm supposed to have like Not So Ladylike and a bunch of other stuff after my titles, but the title's too long. Notes: Military Science, The Art of War. Joseph M. Califf, Captain, 3rd U.S. Artillery, 3rd edition. James J. Chapman, Washington, 1898. Fucking nice. Actually, I forgot that the binos can be used to zoom in on this shit. Illustrated, Price One Net, London, Harrison and Sons, printer in ordinary to His Majesty Military Printers, Publishers and Stationaries, St. Martin's Lane, WC. By what is it? By Lieutenant something Douglas, Sherwood Foresters. Nice. A complete manual to machine gunnery. But what does the other one say now? Oh, hang on. Sorry. My brain is running amok now. My ADHD meds first off wore off a long time ago. So let's begin with that. And secondly, just because there's just so much to take now. This is either, is it the same? Oh no, it is. It is okay. It is just the cover is simply different. Okay. Anyway, let's go talk to the guys who have like the dummies and stuff.
Hey Fish, look at him. Aren't they beauties?
They're the prettiest ugly sticks I ever seen.
Can I try? Have you seen Ogden?
Can I try them out?
Of course. Just pick one up and enjoy.
Where's Ogden to?
He was wandering off towards the latrines last I saw. Maybe he'll be a little bit less full of it next time.
Oh shit!
I'd come back and jam with you one day.
I was gonna say, wait, can I do it? I want to do it. Hit cap, hit stick, hit floor. Cool, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a beat to this, obviously. But nothing quite so pretty as the ugliest stick on God's green earth. Lonnie's father played the ugly sticks. He'd bounce the boy on his knees, stomp his stick against the ground, and laugh when Lonnie clapped at it. Ugly sticks are Newfoundland folk instruments, typically built from broomsticks, adorned with bells, cans, and other intentionally eccentric embellishments, hence the ugly moniker. Sticks are then mounted to boots and banged against the ground, while being struck by notched stakes, creating unique percussive sounds. Though ugly sticks date back to the 1800s, sorry, I almost just said thousands, their origins are ambiguous. Similar instruments predate them by centuries, like Britain's stump fiddle or the Ottoman Empire's Turkish crescent, which was forged from ostentatious brass and designed for ceremonial use. I can go to bed feeling good tonight that I'm learning things, even if it is just silly things I've never seen. Like, I live in Quebec, and there's a lot of funny things from Quebec, no offense. Grenades, number 36 mil bombs, Mark 1, 12 dets, Mark 2. But, I don't know, I know and don't know too much outside my own country, hysterically enough.
Guess it ain't our tent no more.
I guess it ain't our tent no more. Nope. I didn't think about checking this. Disfigured soldier's will. Whoever wrote this had a wicked case of the shakes. For dear Snook, forgive me for the state of this letter. I had to sneak it out of the ward and write without a proper pen. Nurses won't let me near one after what I did to myself. Medics extracted all the shrapnel. They say I'm lucky to be alive. I'd be lucky or dead. They took out the mirrors to keep me from panicking, but I don't need one. I've touched my scar when no one's looking, felt it stretch from my hairline down to where my lips used to be, so deep that it cuts past bone. Write to Harriet, tell her I was killed, shot or shelled, it doesn't matter, just make sure she knows how much I cared. And don't let her hope I'm coming back. Ouch. Okay, there we go. I don't want to watch the love leave her eyes once she finds out what I've become. Picturing that hurts me more than the shrapnel ever could. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but there's no one else I can trust, and I don't plan on living long enough to ask again. Sincerely yours, Bertram Chaffee. Oh. Ooh! Oh, no, sewing kit. I thought so. I was like, wait, that looks like a sewing kit. There you go. It's not... Okay, it's not all, like, whatever this time around. Kitchen tent, trenches, mail. I like how they're starting to put signposts and stuff, which is cool. What is this? Active. Oh.
Are we trapped here? Turks shelled the road while we were out.
That's not good for reinforcements.
Don't climb over the rocks. Active shelling. Okay, this tent hasn't changed. Fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The little crawl space. Hang on a minute. No! Okay, wait. I don't think it's there anymore.
I win again. Where's your head to? She probably got my letter by now. Hope she doesn't cause trouble. You can't marry a woman just because she scares you. Look where that got me, Dad. I didn't ever encourage her. Of course not. You think she'll say anything? I know she suspects. You're more afraid of her than the Turks. Come on, play dice.
Why, hello, owls. How are you? Wait, where was that crawl? Wait, oh, it's... Oh, no, it's right there. I was wondering, I was like, where's that little crawl spot? I thought it was dismantled, but no, it's not. It's right here. I don't know if anything's ever actively changed in here. No, it hasn't. Okay, never mind. Dominion Canners Limited Pure Food Products. I don't know if that's pure food, but... Excuse me, passing through. There you go. To the mail! Wow, you guys still haven't assembled this cannon yet. It's okay, I suppose.
Fish, there's a letter for you to sign.
Ooh, some kind of words from Lonnie's sister. She writes something pretty. September 24th, 1915. Dear Fisher, we've never met in person, but my brother told me nothing but good things. You have my thanks for keeping an eye on him. I hope you'll whoopsies. Shit, sorry. I hope you'll forgive me for writing without warning. The letters I get from home mean the world to me, so I'm hoping that my messages might give you something to look forward to. I've been told Lieutenant Scrowcroft ordered you both to undertake particularly dangerous tasks. I'd reckon staying away from that ne'er-do-well O'Leary to save yourselves the trouble. But something tells me that the three of you have become rather inseparable. Do let me know what you and Lonnie are up to out there. He spares me the details to keep me from worrying, but nothing would comfort me more than knowing his efforts could help bring the war to an end. Be brave and be safe. Mary Grace McGrath.
For me? Mary Grace. Oh, this is from your sister, Lonnie.
I told her you, well, don't get much mail. She's kind like that.
I guess I should write back to Lonnie's sister. Dear Mary Grace, thank you for your letter. Now what?
Now what? Lonnie gathered great intel. We were sent in no man's land. No! That's not what you tell the sister. Lonnie gathered great intel.
On our recon mission, we sent Lonnie back with critical
she'll like hearing that.
intelligence. Yeah, she'll like hearing that. We'll write again soon. Fisher Harding.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've penned like an actual letter. I don't have nice penmanship, so to that, like, anyone who gets my letters is gonna fucking, like, be like, what the f is this shit? Like,
Letters are nice, but I hear the fine ladies in Newfoundland raised a fund to send us card too.
To make fishing brews. That'll taste just like home.
mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of experience writing personal letters, Lan.
So?
I guess it was nice having someone to write to. Thank you for that.
It can be.
I hears they're good pets. Soft and friendly.
Hardtack, eaten by a rat. At least someone wants to eat these things. Funny, ain't it? I was getting sick of biscuits, but now that we're sharing them with vermin, I bet they're fit to make me sicker. Okay, there's not much to explore over here. There is a lot to explore in the trenches, so you guys will notice that the map's expanded. There's actual trenches, and we gotta go to the officer's dugout first. Probably what we'll end up doing first. We'll go to the officer's dugout, do that portion, and then we'll go from there. So this is Prescott Street, trenches, latrines. I'm actually waiting for a game called, what is it? Dig In. It's a World War One. I forget how to explain it, but it's a World War One like command game where you're like digging in you're digging trenches and stuff, and you're commanding one of the armies. Now I'm sure at launch it's only gonna have the Germans and the French and the British, unfortunately, as much as I would love to have my Austro-Hungarians. But at Next Fest the demo is supposed to be playable. I keep missing the demo. The demo only gets released for like a small portion, and then it gets removed from their site. I'm hoping to try it at Next Fest. I'm hoping to be able to name the trenches and stuff like that too, though. That would be pretty cool. Look, the latrines we helped dig. Yum. Anyway, this is funny. Hotel flyer, the finest establishment in all of Turkey's trenches. Pretty bold to call tin roofs, crates, and open-air shitters a palace, but it's a far sight nicer than most dugouts I've slept in. When you visit Gallipoli, stay at the Grand Hotel. Central, convenient, luxurious.
This flyer from a Turkish hotel?
Didn't you hear? We've come for a seaside holiday. Nah, it's from our boys, I think. Where would you go if you could take a trip for real?
Paris. I could see all the paintings I never seen outside books.
Maybe they'll send us to the Western Front.
Come on. The war will be over before we get off this place.
If only that was true, my dear. If only that had been true.
Where you at, Fish? Back from your recce, are ya?
Afraid we won't be back for long. Got a debrief with the lieutenant. Then who knows where he'll send us to.
Feels like Ogden's trying to kill us on purpose. We're lucky none of us got shot.
Well, I suppose if you shoots them Turks back enough, they'll stop shooting you where you get shot. Worked for Claude Parsons, anyway. You both met Claude, haven't you? Beer-bellied boy with the big mustache. Makes his nose look like a broom with the bristles gone bad.
No, I don't know him.
No idea who you're talking about.
Yes, Spy Claude was some saucy. Real quiet, but saucy. Just like that big black dog he had down in Carbonair. Always loved that mutt. Anyway, 2 days after we lands, Claude gets sent over the top like you do, see?
He got wax in his
Johnny
ears.
Turk gets him
Or he
and the
just
boss
not listen.
pinned down in a shell hole even harder than stitches on him pants. But Parsons, he don't take no gunfire lying down. Nobody. Lord, lifting boys, he starts shooting back with everything he's got. Bullet after bullet, like the dirt dog had a row with his mother. Now, boys, I don't even know if Parsons hit nothing, but it must have scared Johnny Turk something fierce.
Like the what?
Like the what had done what?
Troops moved out like they were outnumbered, and Parsons was never shot at again. So basically, boys, spray and praise me best advice the next time he gets out there. Just be sure to keep your heads low while you're doing it. Unless he plans on whistling shanties through your foreheads.
Good thing we're bringing Gordon. I might need to practice first.
With how well I shoot, damn right I'll need to pray.
Why, you're rusty back. All you need is a warm-up. O'Leary's already by the shooting range, putting a few rounds in. Make sure you tell some my advice, will you?
Will do, Cliff. Oh, that fella talks so much. He'd bore a stone to death.
If only he weren't stunned as one. We could teach him Turkish and send him Abdul's way. War would be over in a few days.
The war will be over in a few days. Okay, so that would have led to the same spot. It was just another way, that's all.
Hellboy, have you mended my trousers yet?
Not yet, my lord. Please accept a bottle of champagne with my apologies.
All right. But bring round some caviar too. There's a good lad.
I'm so sorry, my lord. My lord has eaten the last of it. We haven't had a fresh tin since the Turks closed the Dardanelles, as my lord must have read in the papers.
I kind of want to do this now, but I don't want to do this just yet. Revolver. I want to... Actually, yeah, we'll do this now. It's fine.
Hello, boys. Got enough rum for me?
You mean this champagne? Depends, fish. Have you earned your sip?
This is a reward for the king's hardest working soldiers.
You want some? Get digging. We aim to be the finest establishment in all Gallipoli.
Ah, is that how it is? No one told me this war would be all digging holes and living in them.
You go ahead, Fish. I'll sit here and work on some sketches.
There's a good guy. Pace yourself. Don't want you to faint from exhaustion.
The humor in this is just absolutely amazing.
That's more like it.
Yeah, you always dig 4 times and then the game fades to black for a bit. There you go. About 15 minutes of shoveling later.
That should do it.
What's he doing?
So, how's about that? I mean, champagne, boys.
How's about it indeed, Harding? Got all the hard work you can muster?
They don't make men like they used to.
You can't be serious. I've worked up some sweat, boys.
Have standards plummeted amongst His Majesty's ranks?
I've been digging all morning, fish. My arms are after falling off.
And I've got more blisters than fleas.
All right. Don't work yourselves up too much now.
You're really dedicated to this digging, are you?
It's a vicious circle. The more you shovels, the thirstier you
You
get.
get. Yep.
Can't believe you're doing their work
We
for them.
appreciate your commitment to the task, boy.
If it gets me some fucking rum, if not, they are going to be eating the shovel. And they're going to be wishing they were on the front, being shot at by frickin' Turks instead of fucking eating the shovel.
Oh, here's another peep out of either of you. I'm digging a special hole just for the both of you.
There you go. Just dig it for them now. An hour of hard labor later. Why is this dirt not moving?
He's still over there.
And done. Now, if that's not worthy of a drink, there is no God in heaven. Now, have you got anything for me, boys?
I don't know, Fisher. What do you think, Stanley?
One. I can't feel my arms.
And your hands?
Shall I count my blisters for you?
I believe the boy's earned his drink, Sebastian.
There's only so much a man can do. Drink up, Private Harding.
Someone wrote champagne on it. Did they, or is it? It doesn't say it on it, but I. Doesn't beat a proper jug of Newfoundland screech, but it'll still get the job done.
To you, boys.
To us.
To His Majesty's hardest working soldier, boys.
Wasn't that the flask? Oh, it wasn't. Okay, whatever. Alright, cool. Next! So last time I didn't go this way. I didn't try going towards the cemetery. So let's try that this time. Under construction, reserve trenches. Very well. Kingsbridge Road, Friends, and Cemetery. Thank you for that.
So many boys have died here.
What do you think happens to their spirits when they die so far away?
They find their way back.
Oh, they're back in St. John's, I guess. Watching over everyone.
How do they get home, though? So far.
They can fly, can't they?
Hey, don't make fun. I'm serious.
I wasn't making fun. I'm sure they finds their way back, somehow.
SM Lush, F Mauer, AT Weber, JS Spencer, D Guy. Although I guess English people would call him Guy, but in French, because again, French Canadian it's Guy, but whatever. JS Murphy, I thought I just saw JS. Oh no, it's JS Spencer. Okay, never mind. Just a Brody helmet on rocks. Interesting. WB Marsh, R Whitmore, J O'Neill, just a Brody helmet on a cross. F Mauer, which I believe that was doubled. Yes, it was, but I don't believe that was on purpose per se. That's probably an accident. Should talk to Ogden first. Alright, let's go report to Ogden first, then we'll come back this way.
I don't know what to write home. Don't want to worry me mother more than she already does.
I don't want the boys that sign on after us to complain we painted a rosy picture.
Me, I writes about the small things I enjoy. Like the card they sent us. Folks don't need to know the whole truth.
That's true. In fact, there was a film. It wasn't all show. It wasn't all Quiet on the Western Front, but it was a BBC show, and I didn't get to finish watching it, unfortunately. And I don't think it's on Acorn anymore. And I have to look up what it was called. But it went between a British and a German young man who enlists. And I remember the German young man saying that when the Germans were asking, they were actually a part of the Germans who retook Przemysl fortress from the Russians who had taken it from the Austro-Hungarians. And one of the guys asks and goes like, Suicide Street, lovely. Goes, well, what did we tell our parents? And he goes, well, I will tell them. One goes, I'll tell them the truth. Another one goes, the main character goes, no, don't do that. And they're like, what do you mean? And he goes, do you think our parents want to know that we're freezing, starving, miserable? No. Write to them that things are fine. They worry enough as it is. They don't have to know the truth. T. Awesome, of course. A steadily growing list of those whose bodies were found. Regiment Death Registry. Somehow that list keeps growing despite our boys never even being sent to attack Johnny Turk. And here I was thinking the worst thing that could happen in the trenches was to die of boredom. The amount of dead can only say so much. Numbers can't really paint a picture for their families whose sons aren't coming home. Name, Robert Whitmore. Okay, so those some of the names we saw. James O'Neill, William B. Marsh, Robert Happy, John Stephen Murphy, John S. Spencer, Harry T. Weber, Michael Francis King. It also has their ranks. It has their particulars: killed in action, died of wounds, not yet available, killed in action, killed in action, killed in action. Then it has their next of kin: Thomas and Harriet Whitmore, Anne and the late Robert O'Neill, Mr. and Mrs. John Marsh. Then where they even lived: St. John, Harbor, Maine, St. John's West, Harbor, Maine, St. John. Then a little bit down, Henry Abbott died of pneumonia. Their ages, I'm sorry, I missed their ages as well. So Henry Abbott, private, died of pneumonia, 25 years old. John W. and Elizabeth Abbott, Bishop's Falls is where they were from. Then under there, it's Neville Butler, private, killed in action. Brother of Lucy Butler. He was only 18. He was from Trinity Bay. This kind of detail is both interesting but also just horribly shocking.
Harding, about time. What did you find out during the recon?
We found that plane that crashed in no man's land.
And?
We tried to save the pilot, but he was gone.
Have you got his identification disc?
Yes, sir.
What else?
That's a wreck out there, sir. Seems like the boys before us tried digging in further out, but they quit before they was finished.
Yes, that makes sense. They would have been called out for the last big push.
It's a sort of valley, sir, no man's land is. Abdul can just shoot down at us from his lines.
Yes. I see. Good. Anything else?
The snipers that we saw, there's Turks hidden in the hill.
We seen two Turks climbing down the top of Little Tit. That hill that looks like a... well, anyway, they can shoot down on our trenches from there.
Oh, damn. That's not good. Not good at all. Good job finding that out.
It's horrible out there.
It's horrible out there, sir. Dead bodies everywhere.
Dead
Theirs
bodies.
and ours.
This war. It's not like wars used to be. Used to be you'd charge with cold steel, but I suppose at least it's as nasty for Abdul as it is for us.
A whole company was slaughtered.
We found a lot of dead bodies from another regiment. Looks like they was gunned down while trying to cross the barbed wire.
Irish,
Who
I
was
think.
they?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
A lot of outfits have been through that area.
Never mind.
Not much left of any of them.
Shouldn't we at least bury him?
Oh, I'm sure if we ask the Turks nicely, we can all take the weekend off from the war and go bury them. I'm sure they'd trust us not to take advantage.
That's all.
All right, Harding. Regiment moved while you were out there. You and your friends can set up in your new dugout on the support line. Get some sleep now if you can. Dismissed.
We're not going to sleep yet. We're just going to set up the dugout, which you do. But then we're going to go do all the other things that I didn't do yet.
Careful here. Punch down.
Wonder if the Turks still be on that hill today.
Yep.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph!
That was the glint of the sun in a scope.
Here we are.
Some exposed, isn't it?
This shit is funny. Why ain't I surprised to see Buddy's name on there? Gordon's Court Order. This is funny. Supreme Court of Newfoundland and Labrador. 309 Duckworth Street, St. John's, Newfoundland, August 11th, 1915. Gordon O'Leary versus pub owners of West St. John's and Harbor Grace. The defendant's petition for conditional pardon is hereby accepted. Gordon O'Leary will be ordered to enlist with the Newfoundland Commonwealth Regiment for the full duration of the war between Great Britain and Germany. His military wages shall be garnished at a rate of 35 Newfoundland cents, I guess, per daily payment until damages totaling $109.88 Newfoundland dollars have been reimbursed to all affected business owners. This is where I started laughing so hard when I was on stream with Fenor. Should repayment be completed, the following criminal charges shall be repealed: destruction of property, verbal assault, public urination, and adultery. There will be no further appeals to this pardon. Signed, Judge Walter Noseworthy Dowie.
Let's try to make this place comfortable, at least.
There we go. Now we won't interact with the bed, because now it's gonna do something. So. I just realized they had hanging socks. I didn't notice that last time. St. John's, Newfoundland, home sweet home, although waves smell too salty for it to be sweet. Took a war in Turkey to make me realize how much I miss the place. Built on indigenous, I'm gonna massacre this, I'm so fucking sorry, Biotok land. Newfoundland's capital is named after John Cabot, the explorer who discovered the area in the late 1400s. This makes it one of the oldest Anglophone settlements in North America, as well as its easternmost city being closer to London in England than Edmonton in Western Canada. Originally intended as a port town, St. John is built along steep, rocky coastline, whose proximity to the Atlantic made fishing integral to the local economy. That said, the city has a historic record of tragedy and hardship. From poverty to starvation, hurricane or heavy snow, even boating disasters and major fires, which might explain the local folklore of using spirits and fairies to recontextualize misfortune. Now, I don't remember if it's St. John's or Halifax Bay, Halifax that had the ship full of TNT. It's Halifax, never mind. But still, that was pretty bad too. Anyway, awesome. And there's the image that we saw before.
St. John's. All I ever wanted to do was get out of there. And now all I wants to do is to go back.
Do you ever think we'll get to Paris? I always wanted to see their big museum.
Not sure the guys on the Western Front gets into Paris all that much.
Sorry. I'm harping on it, ain't I?
Maybe we'll see France before it's all over. On the way back, maybe.
Tinned vegetables packed in Toronto, Canada. Fucking rad. Okay, now we can go and adventure more, because the game shouldn't block us from that hunch down, because there's the freaking snipers. Oh, I didn't even know you can do that. Oh shit! What?
Wow, Johnny Turk didn't waste any time.
I knew that was coming, but that still scared the shit out of me. Wait, hang on.
Just look at him. Like a hero in one of them paintings in the museum.
Right. Wait, I want to talk to this guy first.
Hi, Fish. Lanny, I'm still waiting for you to draw my portrait for me mother.
I'll get to it as soon as I can. Promise. Lots of eyes wanting a souvenir for home.
What are you doing?
What are you at?
I'm flat out like a lizard drinking. I'm kidding. Just loafing around, cleaning the guns again. Might shoot a shell or two this afternoon. Then clean some more.
Shit, we're already on our last hour. Wow, that's my bad though. Did you chill us yesterday?
Say, wasn't you that shelled us when we was on recon, was it?
I'm not that bad in aim. Must have been the Turks.
That's reassuring.
See you around.
Keep your head down when walking around here. Turkish sniper got one of our lads yesterday. Sad thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for the warning.
I mean, we already know about the sniper because we were
Hey, Stefan. See you around.
pissing around with the helmet and shit. Damn. Alright, now let's come and do this. Letter from a father. Encouraging words from a proud father. I wonder if my father would have written me like this. Dearest Archie, I broke out our finest whiskey to celebrate the news in your last letter. Congratulations shooting your first Turk. I know taking a life must have troubled you. But remember not to linger on it. You're being a proper hero out there. That's all that really matters. Your mother's still sick with worry, but your letters do her a world of good. Besides, the papers keep assuring us the war with Germany will soon be won. I'm sure she'll feel much better once you're home in time for Christmas. I look forward to going out to sea and trawling for lobsters again. I miss those long talks we'd have on open water. Remember that I'm proud of you, son. Stay strong out there. Your loving father, George Kersey. Kersey? I like how you have to like actually hold down the lever, pull the pin, and then just throw it. It's good practice. Mind you, I want to see one thing. I didn't see the game let me move the grenade. So I suppose it's just kind of lands where it's supposed to, I guess, for now, for practice sake. I'm just going to do this one more time because my OCD demands that I do it a fourth time, but anyway, there we go. Alright.
Hello, bye.
Fish. Kinda busy here.
We've got a new dugout.
You heard we're sleeping in a dugout tonight. Sounds less uncomfortable.
Between above ground and a hole in the ground, I chooses the tin, thank you. There's a collapsed trench on the way. Stay low through there. Turkish snipers already next to our wise. I'll catch up with you later.
Where are you at?
This is it.
You really think we'll be shooting much after the recon yesterday?
I'm not practicing for that. I'm practicing my stance. For the ladies' hearty.
I take back my earlier comment.
I see you later.
Oh, I thought I talked. Never mind. Anyway. Alright. Should be 10 rounds in here. And no way to hold my breath. Unless maybe for now my character's just moving the rifle everywhere, but. 1. 2. Fuck. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. There's a missing round. SMLEs or Lee Enfields in general had 10 rounds on them, but it's okay. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's it for this map. I don't think there's anything else I can do or see right now. I think we've seen everything, so that's the next mission now. Well, actually, no. It's the dinner, and then it's the next mission. Keep our head down over here.
Rest a bit.
End the day.
That's enough for today.
You've earned it.
Well, boys, the good ladies of St. John's, taking pity on us poor soldiers, have shipped a regiment enough salt cod to shingle a boathouse.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately the bullion was supposed to be used on the last one. Okay, it's my bad.
we just need the scrunchions.
Mary Grace might send us some. Sometimes the officers gives the nurses a thank you gift for taking good care of them.
Kindly accept half a pound of this bacon in fond memory of your nursing my hangnail.
I bet the boys in France are dreaming of whatever they eat in France. Snails? Frogs?
I've never eaten no snails. Nor frogs neither.
All I'm dreaming of is fish and brews.
We're lucky to be a people of limited expectations.
I'm not limited in nothing. Fish and brews is good eating.
It sounds good. I fucking want to try it now.
Ogden ever tell you who was them dead boys in No Man's Land?
10th Division, Irish lads.
Thought so.
They got here 3 weeks ago. I guess now we knows why they wasn't home to welcome us with tea and biscuits.
And somebody ought to bury him.
When I'm dead, I'd have to give a tinker's toot what he does with a rotten meat of me.
Their families might care. You're horrible.
Their families might. Their buddies might.
Yeah, an unburied soul is a soul that comes asking to be buried.
I suppose you're afraid I'll come back to haunt you.
Sure. I'm afraid you're gonna sit on my shoulder whispering, "Are you gonna finish that?"
Fish, what's your fixation on them dead bodies? Though Lani will understand. Got some spooky stories from back home we should know about.
Actually,
No, I don't.
go on, boy. Tell him about the fair folk.
Rather not.
I'll tell it then.
Rather you didn't.
Pixies took Fish's family. He
That
told
was
me.
private.
It's why he's an orphan.
Well, you can't leave it off there. Pixies took your family, that's all she wrote. Good night. That ain't right.
He's 3 years old. It's October, it's cold, but there's no ice yet. Your mother, the baby, and your new father, you all sailed to a cove you never seen before. Right, Fish? His mother puts a hunk of bread in his pocket. Says not to eat it because it'll keep him safe.
Safe from the pixies. Huh. Good to know.
Lonnie, you mind?
They went mushroom hunting, but Fish, he never seen a single mushroom. Finally, he gets so tired, his mom has him put his head down on her shoulder, right?
See the mushrooms that appeared?
Down on her shoulder. Her hair smells nice. Like soap. My new dad. He makes a fire.
Soap.
And the sparks is flying up in the air. Just like now.
When he woke up, they was all gone. Her and her new dad and his baby half-brother. Not a trace of him. Just these little lights that glided around the air.
Fireflies.
They only look like fireflies. The nuns told him they was pixies because of how they flew off with his family.
I'm scared and I'm bawling. I want me mother. Save me and help.
And very far away, he hears his mother pleading with the fair folk. No, no, he's still so little. Not to take him too, see?
Then the fog crawls in and turns off the lights. And I want to cry so bad. But I'm scared of what's maybe in the fog. And finally, I eats that bread.
Cause if they takes him, he's back with his mother.
Next thing I remember is the nuns has me in a chair in the fire. They's giving me tea. And asking me Nietzsche where he belongs to. But I didn't even know me own last name. Nor me mother's name. Nor what was the name of the place I was from.
Couldn't have been your new dad didn't want to raise somebody else's brat.
No, it was pixies. That's what them nuns said. But they couldn't take him on account of his mother put bread in his pocket to keep him safe.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. But the nuns told me. They told me.
Nuns would never tell a story that was a lie.
The orphanage. I would steal slivers of soap. Put them under me pillow. So it would smell like her hair.
First the dead boys, now this. I think I'm starting to get you, Fish. Although, pixies doesn't make much sense.
No, they don't make sense. You don't believe me? But...
Don't they? You don't believe me?
Well, I guess they makes more sense then.
Pixies, Gordo.
Pixies.
That was a sad story, Fish. Almost as sad as this food you made.
How's about you try it first? Once we beat the Turks, they'll send us to France, and you can eat snails instead.
They don't really eat snails, do they? I thought that was just an insult.
I mean, it's better than what we made before.
You're right. We're getting there, boys.
Told ya. Oh, best kind.
Yeah. Finally, something civilized. Thanks for the meal, bye.
Now it's the next. This is the one I stopped on. The one that's coming up. Some weeks later.
The weather got hotter. The flies so thick you could barely open your mouth to eat. I guess it was the same for Johnny Turk. The brass made a truce so we could bury our dead. Left you wondering if that was all we'd come there to do. With all them dead lads in the no man's land between the lines. They deserved to rest.
November 17th, 1915 Frontlines.
Might as well be trying to raid through an iceberg.
I never even seen a Turk, I don't think.
They're men. Like you or me.
Especially the dead ones.
But what if they gets mad at us? And maybe shoots at us?
They're gonna be too busy burying their own corpses to take a swing at us burying our corpses. Anyway, their officers worked it all out with ours. I think.
So everything will work out just fine.
I think Ogden's coming.
We've agreed a 1-hour truce. Then there'll be a whistle. You'll all have 10 minutes to get back to cover before both sides start shooting again, so don't dawdle.
I trust you've set your pocket watch, sir.
You'll be collecting ID discs throughout the whole section. Their families will want to know. Just gather as many as you can. The important thing is to come back in one piece.
And the bodies, sir?
A second detail will bury the bodies.
Nice. We got off easy.
Grab a shovel, O'Leary. You're on burial detail with me. Building private. Let's get these poor dead lads buried.
Did I ever tell you I worked as an undertaker once? One night I'm cleaning up. Poor dead Mr. Hyde.
He's insufferable, this one. Hey, before we go, I wanted to say sorry for telling the Pixie story.
Don't matter.
I made this for you.
Oh my god. No, not quite bread for my pocket, but should still keep pixies away. Was sweet of Lon to make me this, and smart of him to use hardtack too. Even Abdul's shelling won't stand a chance against canvas like this. And there it is, Huntley and Palmer's Army Number 4.
Hardtack?
It's almost like bread, so figured you could put it in your pocket to keep you safe from, well, whatever's out there.
That's kind of you.
The North Star on it is to make sure you don't get lost.
Thank you, Lon. You're looking out for me too.
That's what we do. And I really am sorry about before. So, who goes first?
You want me to go first?
It's fine,
It's alright. I'll go.
We are on our last hour.
Can you imagine? Just rotting out there for days. Weeks.
I heard we wasn't burying them because the Turks are afraid of dead bodies.
Must be strange to be an officer. To have to make a calculation like that.
Yeah, I mean, officers don't have it very easy. But also, you know. Okay, I can't really explore. I'm not supposed to, but I'm supposed to go up and over.
The flies must like this war.
Couldn't keep them out of my soup last night. To think I ate something that was eating off our lads.
I heard the stink was wafting all the way back to headquarters.
So that's why the officers agreed to the truce.
Never thought I'd be going over the top in broad daylight.
You don't trust Johnny Turk to abide by the truce? He wants his boys buried too.
It's just, what if some Turk didn't get the word?
Then our problems is over.
Smell must be atrocious, I swear. Newfoundland identity disc. Private Claude Parsons, Newfoundland Regiment 1 of our lads. Remember the story that Cliff was telling? Claude Parsons. Shot like a wild man. You know, like the dirt had done something to his mother. So on and so forth. And, you know, the Turks never shot at him again. Well, there he is. Private Claude Parsons, Newfoundland Regiment, 29th Division, British 4th. So, 2067. H. Wilson, RC, WORR. See, I just don't know what all this means, though. First and foremost, anyway, it's like H. Wilson. Like, that can't, unless, I don't know what that would be, but, like, that's not his name. Here's another. Engraved flask. Buddy carved a prayer into his drink. Wonder if he caught the irony. Turn thee, O Lord, and deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. About as desperate as a psalm can get. Nuns back at the orphanage would only use this one when thunderstorms rattled the church shingles. Always seemed to work back there. It never seems to work out here. Remember when we took the drink in the last segment and I said, I wonder if that's the flask? And then I sipped my mouth because I knew it was coming. Well, I was wondering if this was the same flask. Unfortunately, we saw it from this side. We never got to see it from this side. So, I wonder. I have a feeling like it was. Though we had it on us, so that doesn't make much sense, but anyway. You guys recognize him? I think I know who it is. Yeah, a page from Henry's journal. His friend Arthur will want to see this. So, again, remember when we started that last one and I found two guys playing dice? One guy said, hey, what's wrong with you? You lost again. And he goes, oh, man, do you think she got my letter by now? You know, maybe I should have married her. And the other guy goes, you can't just marry her because you're afraid of her. That's one of the guys. That's Henry. From the Journal of Henry Rickett, October 29th of 1915. Arthur and I fought today. He called me all sorts of names. Coward, liar, reminded me of my father, but I know Arthur didn't mean it. He's just angry that I'm still afraid of doing what my heart tells me. Wish I would have realized before yelling back. The thing is, Arthur's right. I am a coward. I was so scared of letting father down, of refusing Lisa's hand in marriage. I chose to sail across the world and get bombed by Abdul's forces. I'm brave enough to wage a war, but not to face reality. Tomorrow I'll talk to him. Please to God that he forgives me the same way I forgive him. And never got to say sorry.
Oh, jeez. This is Arthur's friend. Sounds like they had a bit of a knockdown drag-out.
They never got the chance to make it up to each other.
British identity disc. Corporal Edwin Ashton, Middlesex Regiment, rest in peace. See, like this one here, like Edwin Ashton, it's done right with mid-X, CE. I don't know what the CE denotes, but he's also got AB4 and 0208. Corporal Edwin Ashton, Middlesex Regiment, 28th Division, British Army. It's interesting how we still have the chocolate on us. Okay, anyway. I was hoping for more information, like it popped up, but I lost it, unfortunately. Farewell letter. Boy wrote this for his parents. He knew he was going to eat it out here. To whomever finds these words, if I die, please mail this to my parents in Trinity Bay. Even if you're Turkish, find it in your heart to give them peace. Shit, sorry. Dear mother and father, I hear mortars all around me. Abdul's forces are closing. It's only a matter of when, not now, not a matter of if. Please know that I think of you right here at the end. I know you're proud. I enlisted early, but every time I read your letters, there's nothing I regret more than leaving your side. If the army sends you my possessions, bury my harmonica by the ocean so that part of me will always stays with you. Yours forever, Reuben Dunn.
You rest now. I'll see this letter gets back home.
Oh. Poor thing. I mean, poor all of them, but damn, he's tangled up in the wire. Picture of a woman and a dog, someone's sweetheart and her best friend. I'm gonna butcher the frickin' woman's name, but anyway, which is funny because, you know, you'd think I could read that. We're fine. Captain and I are waiting for you. Love, Jean. I think it is Jean. Ugh. Anyway, that hits hard. Also, I like how it's actually, it's like drawn. It's not really a photo per se. Like, it's not. At least I think it was supposed to, but I don't. It looks nicer as an actual like drawn image.
I miss me mother something terrible, and me sisters and me cousins.
Everyone I'd miss is right here on this rock.
I'll stay by your side, Fish, no matter what.
All right, we already got his. There's one there, but let me just check over here. Yeah, there's the downed airplane again.
Looks like Turks came snooping around here.
Leave our home. A Turk. Turkish spices. Tommy's told us Ottoman cooking tastes deadly good. Shame we don't got the luxury of sampling it ourselves. Another Turk. More valuable enemy intelligence. Turkish document. I don't got a clue about what this says. Turks are lucky not to need no secret code to hide their plans. The way they write is indecipherable enough already. It's true.
What do you suppose it says?
Looks official. Some kind of farm.
I suppose we can't get up there, but no, we can't. Okay, it's not where we're supposed to go. We have the spices on us. Yes, we do. It's probably gonna end up in the cooking later. Farewell letter, soldiers. Okay. this way. His we already got. Because he had the picture of his sweetheart. He was tangled a little bit in it.
You've got these bodies covered.
Cyril.
There's more ahead if you want to help. These boys are Aussies. The ship stopped firing 5 minutes too early. They sent him in anyway. Damn waste.
It's good they're getting buried. The dead wants to be buried. If they doesn't get buried, they come asking.
Anyone ever come to you asking to be buried?
No, but my cousin told me about this one
You know what?
time.
Let's save that for a campfire story.
Story.
I have a story that I can share. I'm not going to share it now because I don't have time. But I have a story that I can share that is pretty hard to share, kind of. Like, it's not hard, it's just that I'm guaranteed to cry. So that would have to be held for like a weekend or whatever where like I can recompose myself. I have enough time for that. So. And people have to be interested to want to hear it anyway. Yo, the bayonet's on the end. I didn't notice that last time. This letter hurts. Breakup letter. Boy must have died from heartbreak long before them Turks could kill him. Dearest Diggory, okay, or Diggory, okay. Today, Simon Wyborn of Cabanere asked for my hand in marriage, and it is with a heavy heart that I accept his request, for I do not love him the way I loved you. Every day I hear promises that the war will end soon, the same I've heard for over a year. Every day I meet more wives who lost good husbands, wondering if tomorrow will be the day I lose you too, and every day I wonder where I'll live or how I'll feed our children if you would never return. I miss you with all my heart, dear husband, but I am tortured by this dwindling hope of someday seeing you again, and I cannot wait to become a widow if our family is to survive. This will be my final letter. Should you return to St. John's alive, please don't come seeking me out. Find someone with the courage to wait for you in a way I never could. Goodbye forever, Lucy Wyburn, whatever, formerly Lucy Morgan. I think when I was playing this alone, I called her like a cunt. I'm still going to say it. I still hold to it. I get her point, but I still hold to my comment. You broke his heart, and then the enemy killed him, so... I mean, to be fair, I'm also... It sounds like I'm insinuating that he maybe wouldn't have died if he didn't have a broken heart, but... I don't know. I don't know. These guys are Irish, I think. Yeah, Irish identity disc. Killing McDermott. Royal Irish Rifles. Real hard tickets, these ones. Royal Irish Rifles, 10th Irish Division, K1 Army Group, British Army. 7032. C. McDermott. Oopsies. I just clicked the edge of my stream. Sorry about that. McDermott, because that's a lot. See, like, that's the thing, though, right? Like, sorry, it says 01 on the back, which I guess was meant to be, like, K1. I'm not... Oh, or maybe it's supposed to be 10th Irish Division. I don't know. Anyway, see, like, Royal Irish Rifles, like, or, yeah, Royal Irish Rifle... Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. Anyway, whatever. I would like to know how to read these. But, anywho. Let me grab his. Let me grab his. Even though I could have grabbed his and then his. I don't know. Where did you go, hun?
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of our vice.
Now wait, hang on, where did Lonnie go? There he is.
Look,
sake. That wasn't very thoughtful of you, dying way down there. You stay, Slaney. Going to need someone to pull me back up.
Be careful, fish.
I'm always careful.
I'm not sure if going that way would be wise right now. There's the dead pilot again.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh yeah, newborn baby. Boy was gonna be a father, and one bullet later he wasn't. November 1914. Meet your baby girl Rose. Hope the mother has a picture of her husband back home. That's the only way that Rose will ever get to meet her father now.
He never met his daughter.
There he is. Sorry, I was like, I got lost there for a second. I was like, bruh, where did I go? Alright, I got about 19 minutes left.
There's a few more down here.
Okay, don't take too long.
Closure. Pick up all identity discs in no man's land. Cool. Those are Turks. No, they're not. Whoops. Yes, they are. Hi, Ninja. Never mind. Those are Turks. Those are Turks. I mean... Anyway, the whistle was blown, so whatever, but... Let's go back to Lonnie. I'm pretty sure something's gonna go wrong. I should get Ninja a shout out first. There we go.
Are you ready to head back, fish?
Wait.
As soon as I'm done here.
Wait, I just want to see what the Turks had to do with this, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this might be a portion with, I don't know, us being cut off or something, and it might still happen. Thank you for the shout out, much appreciated, but I don't think I'm going to stream anymore. Oh, why not?
Ah, English.
Kinda.
For you, English. We found these in our lines, but we never find the bodies. You wear these? Yes?
Australian, I didn't see this. Duncan Napier, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Boy died awful far from home. 10th Light Horse Regiment. Anzac. 5443. Just feels unnecessary for me. That's fair. B. Don't know what the B is, unless B is his blood type, but I don't think so. A2. And I don't know what the A2 stands for either.
Yes. Thank you, Captain.
These belong to Australians. Very tough, very brave. It is good for families, to be sure.
I have something of yours, too.
Ah, yes. I knew him. He was very funny. Always joking.
What does it say? Sir?
This is permission to go back to his village. His sister for her wedding.
Oh.
Where you are from?
St. John's. That's in Newfoundland. Just east of Canada. That's the big country on top of the United States on a map.
Do you know why you are here?
Plus, I'm not very good at it anyway. Other than that, I'm just cleaning the house and playing glow-in-the-dark ball with the puppies. Oh, the puppies! This is where they sent me.
This is where they sent me?
You come to my country from Newfoundland on top of the United States, and you don't know why.
I wasn't good in school, sir. I didn't choose this.
Everyone said it was the right thing to do.
This peninsula controls the Dardanelles. Winston Churchill wants to ship packages through the Dardanelles to the Tsar of Russia. To make the world safe for democracy.
Russia?
My men die to defend their home. You are anxious to die for packages?
I, better get back.
Oh, yes. In a few minutes, we must be shooting one another again, huh?
Don't know why I would go through that hole. But, okay. I'm actually almost done myself. I've got about 14 minutes left with this, but this is pretty good. I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying the story behind it. They have a big super ball that charges up under lights, and they like me to throw it in the kitchen so it bounces everywhere as they chase it in the dark. Aw, it's so cute though.
What took you so long? You had me scared.
Sorry, I'll tell you later.
Are you ready to head back, Fish?
You know what?
Soon as I'm done here.
I'm sorry, my brain wants to know why I was able to go through the barbed wire. Loud as hell. I bet. Sorry, I really need to know why I can go through the barbed wire. My curiosity will get me killed in real life. I mean, okay, maybe not there, but I do want to know why I can follow through, though.
English, you are lost. Your lines are that way.
Very well, thank you. That's all I need to know. Thank you, sir. Okay, never mind. That's probably for after. That's a segment after, probably. Since I'm getting the gist of it, the whole battlescape is this area, which makes sense. But it's like an expanding battlescape.
Are you ready to head back?
Yes, yes. It's like a 1 pound Super Ball for dogs, though it really bounces off stuff. Nice.
Yeah, all done here.
Oh, campfire time. Okay. Cool, we can end on this then, on the stories.
Still no scrunchins?
Still none.
No, but we got the spices, we got the salt, we got the... Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Can we put in the cod?
How was it out there?
It was sad.
Kind of sad. All them boys came from all over the Empire to lie down in the dirt here.
I didn't like it.
Smash up the
How
cod.
about you? What'd the lieutenant have you do this time?
Digging holes, Private Harding. Digging holes.
The cemetery's grown some.
Could have been even bigger. We was in a bit of a hurry. Left some bodies in the dirt.
You should just grab the... Well, okay, to be fair, corpses are really hard to grab when they are...
Seeing how we're all not sleeping tonight, who'll tell us a bedtime story?
Um,
I believe
they'd
I
be
get a
true.
pass after last time.
Oh, Lonnie must have lots of stories. Probably sees ghosts in every dark corner.
Well, I was nearly a ghost once.
You nearly drowned in a storm. Boo-hoo, we all did.
Spice it up. Find and use the Turkish spices in your cooking. Cut it out, Gordo.
Let him tell his story, Gordo.
I was 10. My best mate Freddy moved up to the next bay, and I missed him.
I've had friends go away like that. Somehow the next bay over just seems like 1,000 miles away.
So I skips off school and runs off to see him. But it's October already, and before I know it, it's getting dark. Freddy's mother says I ought to stay the night, but I'm in enough hot water as it is. So off I sets for home. It's a warm, clear, moonlit night, and it's lovely. And then wind shifts. The wind kicks up, cloud snuffs at the moon. It starts to snow, big fat flakes. But it's not falling, it's whipping around me like. The moon is gone, and in 15 minutes, the path's disappeared under an inch of snow. Every which way I look, it's nothing but snow. I've no gloves, nor boots, and nothing but a sweater. And the snow's piling up. My feet are wet and cold, and they hurt. And I'm lost, and I'm starting to cry. I calls out for me mum and the good Lord Jesus. And I think a storm like this will go on for days, and they'll never find me until the snow melts in the spring. So I starts whistling, out of nervousness. Suddenly, I feels a snowball hit me in the neck, splat! And I hears laughter. I turns around, and there's a boy my age in a red sweater. He takes off running, and I starts chasing him. The little bastard, yelling, "Help! I'm lost! Please, please help me!" But he's gone.
Where'd he come from? Scared of little boys? Maybe it was Gordo! Oh shit, maybe it was Gordo, yes!
Maybe it was little Gordo. Bet you was trouble.
I'm innocent, I tells you. I was never near the place.
All I knows is, splat! He hits me with another wet snowball, and he laughs.
Nice.
I can't see him, but I can tell what direction he throws.
Nice.
So I goes that way. And then there's another snowball, and another, and I'm chasing him. I starts to see trees around me, so now I'm lost in the woods as well. And then I sees a golden light through the snow.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
It's a house. The coal stove through the windows. I goes and pounds on the door, and an old woman opens up. She pulls me in. "Oh, you must come in, poor thing. You could have died out there in nothing but a sweater." She puts me in front of the coal stove and gives me tea and blankets and sets out my clothes to dry. And I tells her all about getting lost in the snow and how this kid threw snowballs at me. And then I notice the red sweater.
The kid's red sweater.
In a sort of glass case.
It was her son who pelted you with snowballs?
Only she's looking at me all pale. She says, "That's me son's sweater. He was lost in a blizzard 30 years ago, wearing that sweater. They found him in the spring."
Damn. It was a coincidence he was guiding you.
He was trying to guide you to his mother's home by pelting you.
She said he must have known I was lost, like he was. Ghosts can help you sometimes.
Yes, they can.
Then she puts me to bed, in his bed, and she gave me his sweater to go home in. So he could find me if I was ever in trouble again.
And sometimes ghosts need our help. Sometimes the dead need our help. Well, that's it. No comment. Just eat my awesome spiced fish and brews.
Not bad fish.
Could have done with some vegetables.
The hungrier I get, the better your food tastes.
Lonnie, you alright? Bye?
You're on the other side of the world. I couldn't have placed Turkey on a map 2 years ago.
Not sure the lieutenant could find Turkey on a map now.
What's eating at you, lad?
I suppose that boy's too far away to help me now.
Gordo and me, we're with you.
Till I has to bury you too.
The boy in the red sweater can take care of you. The ghost of fish can take care of you too. Think we won't stand up for you? I'll stand up for you. Just as you'd stand up for us. You would, wouldn't you?
Yes, Fish. I would. Thank you for that.
I'm really liking this game.
No.
No!
No, no, no!
Shit! Gordo! I think it came from over there.
He needs a bandage! We need to take him to the...
Take a bandage is gonna help today, Fish.
Oh no 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 no!
Lad! Lad!
Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Fucking snipers. God damn it.
Where are you going to?
Over the top.
What? No, we gotta get Lonnie to a field hospital.
He don't need a hospital no more, Fish.
Are we gonna shoot finally? Are we gonna kill some? Like, I'll have to wait now. Pull the pin, throw it hard, hunker down, then pray you didn't miss a step. Oh no. Fuck, I didn't think about it at all. Mills number 5 grenade. Gordo says these look like pine cones, but I've never known a St. John spruce to blow both a lad's legs off. Modern hand grenades were developed during World War I, where they proved devastating in claustrophobic trench conflict. Though design varied greatly from nation to nation, like Turkey's kettlebell-shaped Tuffenjiffe, yeah, or the long handles of German Stellhandgranaten. The Miles number 5 from England is possibly the most iconic, with a rigid surface for ease of gripping and a pin-based time delay detonator. This fragmentation-based explosive proved so successful it saw active military use from 15 to 2021. That's actually true. Anzac troops in Gallipoli, Jesus Christ, in Gallipoli originally had to rely on unstable handmade bombs to compete with Ottoman equivalents. These were mostly cobbled together with gunpowder and empty cans filled with loose nails or motor scraps. Jesus, and lit by matches. Christ. Oh man, I really wish I had time for this portion. I don't though. Okay. I did pretty good at holding in my emotions there, though I might start doing it now. So that concludes, unfortunately, our Military Tuesday. We're going to look for someone to raid on Twitch. So chances are I won't be streaming Thursday. Chances are we'll be doing Cyberpunk and more of this on Saturday. But I will keep people apprised on the Discord. I don't know why they would reject me for the overtime right now, because it looks like they are desperate and taking in like anybody right now. Like they're taking in like a lot of people right now. With that being said, there's always literally that possibility that they might just be like, yeah, no. Unfortunately. So we'll actually see. We will actually see. I'm going to see if there's other people that are streaming the... Actually, I'm the only one streaming this. That's fascinating. Okay, cool. So instead, we're going to just find someone quickly on my friends here. Someone who can use the love. GRTC Panda. Okay, League of Legends. Might try Ranked. Awesome Sauce. Show Panda. We'll just call them Panda, because I think I know who they are. Or I don't know if they're Panda. I'm not entirely sure. No, they're not, but it doesn't matter. Show Panda some love. I will see you guys pretty much whenever you can catch me. Tonight went way better. I'm happy that tonight didn't go bad because Scum was real bad yesterday. So stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.
Follow the tank of never rabbit hole. History lessons make the crowd lose control. Ancient tales with a modern soul. Every life soon she makes us whole. Fiery times and battles gone. Stories of leaders who ruled on thrones. She brings the past to life each dawn. Streaming till the morning's first yawn. Tank girl's got the history groove. Every era she makes us move. Warrior queen with a brain so sharp. In her stream the passion sparks. Empires rise and empires fall. Tank girl tells it all without a stall. Her wild ways make the legend stand tall. Echoes of battles in a streaming hall. Through the ancient lore and blood-red dust, she finds the tale she loves and trusts. A roaring saga she'll entrust. The History Channel we all must trust.